It's the first week of April, and we are live. Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. It is April the 3rd, 2026. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have the greatest comic book show and tell on Earth for you today. We have some of the greatest comic book collectors on the planet all in this room here. If you might not be one of them, well, maybe you should be talking with us here in the chat. But otherwise, we're going to just get right into it. But it's the moment y'all been waiting for. It's the end of the week, and it's been pretty depressing in the news, but because of that, that's why we do this show for y'all, because we realize that Miracleman is joining us right now. And as Miracleman's joining us, it's Friday, you bastards.
The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans. Tonight, you are seen, heard, recognized, because comics are for everyone. Live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world, this is the Not Near Mint Show.
Well, rather than pitter around and talk about things that nobody wants to hear, we're going to get right into the greatest comic book show, the best comic book show on Earth. So we have some people here that collect all different kinds of things, whether it's Westerns, whether it's war, whether it's capes. But first, we're going to go to somebody that collects some of the oldest, some of the rarest things that you can imagine and find. He has a channel himself. His name is Big Lyle. We call him Lyle Hopson. Lyle, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, moving on over to you.
I'll show you the 3 pickups that I did this couple of days ago because I've been busy with my own channel and research and all that stuff. They're the first 2 are not big, but the other one might be. This one I picked up for 50 cents out of the dollar bin. 50 cents, no Canadian. The Amazing Spider-Man, $2.33. Everybody are saying this character is supposed to show up in some new movie.
The tarantula.
I'm not sure. And then I found Action Comics number 457. Picked this up for $2.
That's a cardie cover, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
100-pager. And this one here is number 1 from 1953. It's called Whack.
Nice.
Where's Lee?
This one is Joe Kubert art. It doesn't have it's the 3D comic, but it didn't come with the glasses. I have another copy that does have the glasses. They are hard to find. Also, what I dug out of my collection is the first appearance of the Tasmanian Devil, number 1, 1962.
Oh, nice. I have that one. Except mine has a good chunk right out of the right corner.
Yeah, they're hard to find in high grade. This
Mine's
one here is probably a 3. But I've had it for quite a while. And then I have Tor, number 3 from 1954.
Nice. I only have the DC ones.
They did 3 issues here, number 3, 4, and 5.
I didn't even know they did for DC. So there you go. Learning something new tonight.
It's Alex Toth art, and Joe Kubert did the volcano eruption. I have a Canadian edition. This one here is called United States Fighting Air Force, number 7 from 1954.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
awesome
nice.
cover. Look at that.
That's my bag.
I like them. You like them, Rob?
I am a huge war comic fan.
Are you? Do you have any of the United States Fighting Air Force?
I have like 3 issues. They're all random. I've mostly been focusing on the big 5.
Oh, cool. So the next one I have, I pulled out of my collection, is Tales of Suspense, number 53.
Ooh, early Black Widow.
Yeah.
Second appearance of Black Widow. This one's from 1964.
I got mine from Lady Fantastic.
This copy. Excellent.
Next one.
This one here is Sea Devils number 1 from 1961.
I love those covers.
right.
Those covers
Yeah.
are amazing from that
I
time.
love them.
All the Sea Devil covers are just great.
I love them. They're hard to
I have-
find up here.
I have a Sea Devils from the IRS collection, which is
The
a
IRS
very
collection.
interesting story.
This one here is the Showcase comic number 27 from 1960, first appearance of the Sea Devils.
All right, that's cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
I never see that ever.
These are, I said they're difficult to find up here. I'm in British Columbia, Canada. This one here is Showcase number 28, second appearance of Sea Devils.
And Sea Devils always had the best
Wow.
covers. They just
Yeah, because the original series, when it came out in 1961, had 35 issues. You might like this one, Rob. This one's called Warfront, Volume 1, number 19 from 1954.
Ooh.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's Lee Elias art.
Who's the publisher on Warfront? Is that Harvey?
It is. Let's see here.
Like, I feel like it's an odd publisher.
I can check when somebody else is, or somebody can look it up online.
The internet.
what's that?
Oh, that's right. Next one I have here is Western Gunfighters, number 26 from 1957.
It's Harvey.
Harvey, is it?
I thought it was a
Yeah.
Harvey.
I don't
Hey,
have that.
Lady Fantastic.
That's cool.
Everybody's coming to show off their stuff.
It's the best comic show on earth.
Western Killers, number 62 from January of 1949.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's a Doc's alley right there.
That is
Did that
great.
does that have two staples or is that a single staple?
Yes, I am.
It has two staples.
Does 49
That's a
end of the
weird
war
question to
efforts.
ask.
So this one here is really rare to get in their original bag, and it's the Classics Illustrated.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is cool.
And it's from a store from New Jersey called Two Guys. It used to be called Two Guys from Harrison, New Jersey, but they shortened the store name to Two Guys. So this one here got Typee, and then the other one is the Pathfinder. And because they're 15-cent covers, they came out between 1951 and 1962. But this one here is dated October 1944. The other one is 1947.
Still in its plastic.
And it's still in its
you don't
plastic.
see that.
Yeah, you just don't see it. So these are selling for 15 cents a piece, but the price tag on the sticker is 28 cents.
It's like pre-Whitman for Whitman.
Pre-Whitman.
Yeah.
And then this comic book here is called Picture News in Color and Action. It's volume 1, number 3 from March of 1946. And it's the first biographical appearance of Frank Sinatra.
Wow.
All right.
The first appearance of Frank Sinatra was in Real Facts Comics, number 1 from 1946. And this one here, the buying date was February 2nd, 1946. And the Real Facts Comics was January 2nd, 1946. So this is the second appearance of Frank Sinatra, but it's his first biographical appearance in the comic. I do have a trunk missing up here, but I'd have a trunk missing out of myself if I was born in 46.
Right?
It's complete.
He's just a baby.
And this one here, I picked up at a Comic-Con in Vancouver a few years ago. It was called Power Man and Iron Fist number 50. And the guy that had it, my brother-in-law was standing in front of me, and he wasn't sure who had signed it, but on the inside page, it was signed by John Byrne.
Oh,
And so I picked it up for $22, and I said to my brother-in-law, "Don't you know who John Byrne is?" So
he's okay.
step out of the way. I'll buy it. So I bought it.
One for the
Is
team
it-
there.
Isn't John Canadian too?
I'm not sure if John Byrne's Canadian, is he?
I think he is. Yeah.
He
He was
is.
brought up in
Yes.
Britain as well. For part.
Well, there's a lot of us on this week. Has anybody met John Byrne?
No, I haven't. No.
Just
Uh,
once.
I
I-
haven't, but I know people who have.
The stories.
Yeah. The
Well, this one
reputation.
here is a real odd one. I collect like odd comics, but this one here, I got it in the dollar bin, and it's called Space Negro: The Last Negro. Have anybody ever saw this one before?
Oh,
I've never
I
seen
got
it.
that. I got that with only the final issue, not knowing what it is, just going, what the hell kind of title is this? And there were 4 issues that already came
Yeah,
out.
4. Yeah. This one came out in 2024. I was surprised by the title.
As one should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy, crazy.
And then Champions #1.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I love that one.
Good one.
I mean, it's, never mind.
Hercules, Ghost Rider, Iceman, all in one place? How? Why?
Logan's Run
Champions. Champions tried to emulate that Defender's success
Yeah.
so
#1.
hard.
Champions one. Yeah.
Yeah, and they
So
couldn't.
hard. And they it was just too eclectic a group of characters.
Yeah. This
So,
one here
Anna
is
the Champions.
this was a collaboration between Neil Gaiman and Brian Talbot, and the name of the comic book is called Dirtbag #3 from 1993.
That's
I mean,
cool.
with Neil Gaiman, it fits.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Very apt descriptor these days. for
Yeah.
What we know now.
Dirtbag.
Turns out it was autobiographical.
Ah,
And then, not just the classics illustrated, but I've got the gold key of Star Wars still in their bag from 1980,
Oh, yeah.
79 or 80.
That's great.
So it's got issues 10, 11, and 12 in this one
Nice.
for 99 cents.
I had a lot of them, but I never kept them in the bag. I ripped them
No.
open and read them.
Then we have Machine Man #1.
Barry
That
Windsor
BWS
Smith.
cover.
I love it. Yeah.
ooh,
Pretty
Michael's
cool.
here.
Then this
Michael,
other
you
one
can let
called
yourself in.
the Red 10 is supposedly the first diamond printing of a character called Oxymoron.
Hey, I represent that remark. Wait, what?
Yeah, these guys had that Red 10 book was a
Yeah.
ton of fun. It was a superhero group. They're getting picked off one by one. And then it just disappeared. I think the publisher folded or something. I don't know what
No,
happened.
they're still around,
Are
but
they?
yeah,
So-
they're still publishing Kickstarters.
They all got picked off.
Yeah.
So this comic here is a parody of Action Comics #1. There was the first appearance of Bunny Cortez. It's called Weed Magic.
Huh.
Robbie
I
gets it.
own that book.
I hope that
Yes,
chuckle
it's
wasn't an
magic.
implication.
Love it. Love it.
That one came out in 2017. Now there's
Color me
another one.
surprised the guy in British Columbia has the weed magic. book.
Well, hey, BC pot. So this one here had a print run of 500. It's an underground comic #1 from 1996. It's Canadian. It's called Moon Weed.
Ooh,
I am so in support of that book, and I
I love
They're,
it.
they're definitely hard to find.
You know,
That's
you're
awesome.
showing so many weed books here. I just got to throw one of these out. Warning, 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 warning. Weed alert, weed alert.
all these weed books are gonna give a secondhand high, man.
I'm feeling good about this show, man.
So this one here is Jack Kirby's Star Warrior, starring Adam Starr and the Solar Legion.
I have that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I picked
Didn't
that
they
up.
just they reprinted?
They did in
reprinted that.
2023.
That's what
Yes.
that's from.
Yeah.
It's interesting for sure.
Yeah, if you find that original stuff, it's probably going to cost you, somewhere in the 4-figure range.
Yes. So this one here is #12 from 1947. It's called What a Life.
Oh, that's nice.
So this was the final issue of What a Life. So when they started issue 13, it was the first appearance of Phantom Lady.
No way, Jose. That's cool.
This is Ivan the Terrible that's here.
He is the worst, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Man, I'd punch a baby for some of those old
and that's
Phantom Lady
Rob.
books.
Rob is the worst.
And then here we have, it's the unofficial appearance of Mothra, Early Power Rangers, volume 1, number 5, from November of 1994.
Huh.
Okay.
Antarctic
wow.
Huh.
You don't see those books very often.
I think they had a print run of just under, 4,500 or 4,600?
Yeah. Antarctic Press is always a low print run to begin with, but even those were very, very niche books at that time.
So this one's a magazine, volume 1, number 5, from July of 1971.
Oh, mommy like
That's a beautiful cover.
Mommy like it. It make my
Like
eyes
it.
happy. I love that purple moon.
That's great.
Bottom half that cover.
I feel like somebody should get that young lady a blanket.
It's probably chilly. I don't
And we have another magazine, volume 1, number 5, September 1967.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Bill in Colorado would like it.
So I think everybody's aware that of when this comic book came out, it was recalled.
No.
It was recalled in 2008 because it had profanity in there towards Batgirl using, the C word and all that kind of thing. And so they tried
totally read it.
they this was in 2008.
That's a good read too. It never finished. They never finished that.
And it never will.
They
story.
They recalled it, and then they tried to just get black censor bars over the profanity, and then they released it, and then they had to recall it again because people could still see what the words were behind the censor bars. So this is the corrected version, and I'll show you I won't show you the profanity of it, but this is the profanity issue. But
you can tell.
What was cool about this one is, here, I'll show you.
Robin looks more upset.
It has 2 covers.
Oh.
Which
Double
makes
cover.
it a double whammy. You have the error for the profanity and a double cover, which is
I've got a few books in the 80s that are double cover, but I haven't seen a modern book with that note
Especially with the C word in it.
Yeah, the C word's the worst.
So I did want to show that. And also,
Just look for the black bars, and you can totally read through the black bars.
you can
It's
still
like the
read
word-
through the black bars, yes.
So it's kind of like the
see.
Absolute Martian Manhunter issue where you hold it up to the light to see the reveal of it, but it's with the
You don't even
bad.
have to do that. You're looking at the page, and you're like, I can still see the outline of the word cunt.
Yeah, so this one here was number 10. All-Star Batman and Robin, Boy Wonder, number 10 from 2008.
Yeah, they
I
recalled it.
remember when that happened, but I thought it was so silly as a controversy. I didn't even bother to try to get it because I wasn't collecting the book at the time.
Most stores didn't bother to recall them.
No.
No.
And
They
for the last one I'm going to show you is a very, very, very rare one. At first, everybody thought it was a Canadian edition. So with further research, I found out it was an American edition of Superman from 1952. And it's supposed to be issue 75, but they had struck it as issue 74 at the top, which
That
is an
kept
error.
happening back then.
So while they were printing issue 75, they didn't change the numbering plates, and they figured that between 25 and 75,000 copies of the number 74 came out until they realized they'd made a mistake, and then they tried to, destroy them. They figured that there's between 50 and 250 of these out in the wild.
Whoa.
That's
I'm
cool.
surprised they tried to
This one
destroy
here-
it back then.
This one here is described as a Gerber number 6. So it's very rare. I found it in a dollar bin probably 30 years ago. Maybe 30 years ago. That's all I got for you, Rob. I just wanted to share that. This one's from 1952.
Wait.
It's known as an error variant, number 74 or 75.
Do you guys want me to leave? There's too many
Yes.
people here.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's all good. Somebody else is trying to join right now. I sent the link out to a lot of people, but we also have Madam here joining.
I was gonna say
We
we
have
have
a
a chair.
full house. So
Madam,
Thank you
did she just
very
now
much.
come here?
No, she's had her empty chair
I don't know.
the whole time.
She has?
Yeah,
No.
it's an empty chair.
in the chat, let us know who's trying to jump in, but who wants to
Is
go
it worth
next?
bumping me
Bump
off
her.
the show?
Bump her. If
It's Cliff.
she's not here, bump her.
All right, sorry, Madam.
We love you,
We'll come
madam.
back
She'll
to
be
you.
fine.
We'll come back to you.
She'll
I
get over
figure an
it.
empty madam's better than me still.
Yeah, it looks like the Brady Bunch.
Batman.
Let's see here. Let's kick from the studio, but not like permanently.
Cliff, we tried to hold your spot, but
All right, come on in, Cliff.
oh yay,
You
Cliff.
should be
We
good
love you.
now.
So
Did
there
you want
was
me to do a little
reason I
modern
asked.
chunk here next for
Yeah,
you, Rob?
do a chunky.
Absolutely.
I'm really sorry that I bumped Madam, but hi.
Cliff.
Hello,
How
Clifford.
dare you, Cliff?
We love you, Cliff. Oh my God, take forever, Cliff.
Where is
Yes,
June?
how dare I be preparing meals
Oh my
for
God.
my family?
No, don't.
Hi,
All right, I'm
John.
gonna-
Family. This is comics.
John's Comics with Friends. You're on.
I'm gonna take it in another direction. I'm gonna go a lot more modern than the last chunk there.
Aw.
Modern chunk. I got some stuff
Don't try to compete with Lyle, man.
No.
Like it's just
Oh,
not,
cool.
not a good look for me.
not a good look for any of us.
I got some stuff from New Comic Book Day, but I also got some stuff from WonderCon in Anaheim. I was there last weekend.
Yay.
Ah, nice.
Thaddeus Roback had a really cool variant for Exquisite Corpses, and he signed it for me.
Very
So
nice.
this is for issue number 9. I think this is a con exclusive, but for a different con. And he still had copies left from his last appearance, so I snagged one of those.
White Tiger.
And issue 11 dropped as well this week, so I snagged
like
issue 11.
that.
This is a really fun book, and they even have like little, if you get the bagged version, you get the playing cards along with them.
Okay, issue 11 is not new, but you do have a different cover than I'm used to.
Yeah, this is the one that comes in. This is the they do polybagged issues.
So the poly bag came out later than the regular issue?
No, it came out last week, right? Was it just last week?
Yep.
That was like a week or two
Last
ago.
week.
I don't know. Time blurs.
What if I were to say, polybag these nuts? What if I said that?
It's not a
I would
blind
say
bag.
stop talking to my ex.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Done.
I'm super happy that Batwoman is back and that
Right.
Greg Rucka is
Were you
writing
okay
it.
with it, John? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. I've got to come to terms with the fact that J.H. Williams III is not drawing it, and I have a real obsessive love for his artwork and this.
Point to where it
character.
hurts. Point to where it hurts you. Oh my God.
Oh no, up here. Sorry, up here.
Okay.
And so it's hard not to see the character drawn by anybody else and feel disappointed, right? I'm just happy the character is back and the setup is solid, so I'm excited to see kind of where it goes. But yeah, Danny is not J.H. Williams, but nobody is J.H. Williams.
Yeah, but I thought Danny did a banging job. Like
I thought it was she was sorry, is it she? I don't even know actually.
the she's, yes.
She did decent, but J.H. Williams is like peak, so I don't know that you can compete, right? It's not really fair, right? There it is. Gabriel knows.
No, I guess, but I thought like if I feel like I still visually relate to the characters, I'm in, and I felt like that was accomplished.
It did, yeah.
Would
for
you
sure.
have preferred somebody who was more stylistic? Because J.H. Williams was so stylistic, then it'd be a very clear, different.
Yeah,
vision.
this definitely was more simplistic, and I like that J.H. Williams would play with the gutters and play with the panel layouts and do these really kind of wild designs. And I think that this was far more like typical, and it didn't take a lot of chances.
Mhm.
Like if you'd had like a, I don't know, David, is it Aja? AJA?
Yeah. Speaking of David, yeah.
Is that how you call it?
Read your
Uh-huh.
mind.
No, I
Something
would
very
absolutely love David Aja to do that. I think he would absolutely bring some amazing skill to the character.
Well, I'm
So
into
much so that I went back and digitally read the whole 8-issue run of Fractions Batman, and it's really good. And issue 7 was wild. So I ended up, because I bought this because I love Poison Ivy, and I was like, well, let me read what these books are all about now. So there you go. But yes, this might be one of my favorite covers in the last couple of weeks. I guess it's a 1 in 25. I'm still reading Tom King's Wonder Woman. Had to get to the Nakayama cover.
I love King's Wonder Woman.
I do too.
It's great.
I think it's fun.
The hate that this man gets is unbridled.
Does Nakayama get hate?
No, King.
Tom King. Do you?
He
know
doesn't
that
deserve it. I don't want to hear it.
That one of the younger people that I follow on TikTok, right? He reviewed the Superman Spider-Man crossover, and he's scoring each of the stories in the book. And he said, "I don't know why anyone lets Tom King write women anymore."
Who said that?
And I
He's
was
getting
like,
a lot of
that was
shots.
brutal.
Did a man say that about Tom King?
For that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck him then.
Understand? There's nothing wrong with that story. There's nothing wrong with that story. It's fine. I just do not understand. People absolutely hate this man because he was in the CIA under the Bush administration. They have no idea what he did, and yet everyone is like, he is a scumbag, he is a war criminal, he deserves nothing. Stop giving him a platform. I've had to delete 20 negative comments between 3 platforms from my clip.
Fuck that.
I did a whole video on why people hate Tom King. I think it's ridiculous, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, one of my favorite issues of all of 2025, or was it 2025 or 2024, was the Death of Steve Trevor issue.
Wow. Powerful.
That was great.
Yeah.
I read it like 3 times. I'm like, and I was crying. I'm like, this
great writer, and I don't
Wonder Woman. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
for sure.
I absolutely love that.
All right, I got Poison Ivy comes out, so I get all the covers.
Same.
Absolutely, and I'm all caught up. She's the mayor of Gotham now. So very excited about
Oilies.
Very excited to see what happens to the city as a result.
Legalized weed.
You'd think that would be top of the list, and then this cover is wild. Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
he would never legalize.
Sky Master variant.
Oh, that reminds me, it's a leg day.
Yeah.
Does not skip leg day.
I won this slab from the Black Sheep Comic Club and Black Order. No, you're right. The Black Order.
Oh my god!
Right. I can't keep all these clubs.
You can't let him do this to us.
It's a part of Jae Young Lee Wonder Woman cover he signed. So I was handed this by the Wolf of Wall Books at WonderCon. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna see you there. I'll just bring it to you." Yeah. So Cisco. We dove in some long boxes together, and he handed me that. And I was like, "Oh, that's
what did you do to deserve that win?"
They were having like an Instagram competition where you were posting books all month long in February, and then they kind of randomized the people who had played in their competition that month, and then pulled a winner.
I don't think it was random, dude. I think you were voted upon.
Oh, was there some voting?
Yeah, the club voted on best member. The club voted on best member participant and best non-member participant.
Oh, you're right. I was the non-member. Yeah.
Yeah.
Score.
Okay.
I snagged another issue 1 variant for Wonder Woman that I had not seen before at the con. I was like, "Oh, that's gorgeous." I'm snagging that. This is Ariel Diaz.
I've got one I want to show you. I don't have it on hand right this second, but I will send you a picture.
Okay.
I wonder what.
Do you like your X-Men as pirates? Because why not? Yar is what I say to that.
Nakayama can draw anything, and I will want to buy it.
Yeah.
This is a fact. This is
Armin.
Let's see.
It's X-Ladies, like probably even more so for him.
Yes.
I don't want to use up too much time here, but I got a couple other fun variants.
Oh, Decal, you're breaking my heart, baby. It's so good. I love him so much.
He was very nice. He was at WonderCon. I chatted with him a little bit.
Yeah,
very nice
I talked to him at Heroes, and I really liked him. He was a very affable fellow.
I know we don't have to like Cyclops, but this is a cool cover.
I like him.
He's a chode.
That's a great cover.
That's a great looking cover for a terrorist.
For an awful father. We have that cover.
Oh my god! Why would you call him a terrorist with all the things that have been done to mutants?
Yes. And then here's a
freedom fighter.
It's called projection
cover.
Gaslighting.
And I will stop right there and allow Lady F to take over. So there you go. There's my first chunk.
Good. Because
And we can just keep circling around.
I'm gonna do a yeet.
And we don't even have Tacoma here, and he just got a new collection.
Tacoma, my buddy. He sent me some stuff. Okay, I'm ready to go. Chunking. Freaking Batmans. I've been getting a lot. I got in this guy on eBay. He has a 271. I got all of these for like a couple of bucks each.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah,
Solid run.
79.
Solid era.
I know. That's why I got them, booty. 391.
The best part is they're not like in a ton of demand
Solid
right
booty.
now, so you can still get them at a
Yeah.
Got Nocturna there, right there.
Yeah.
Right here.
And
Yeah.
long dressed Catwoman with them naked legs.
Yeah.
Didn't Batman kiss Nocturna?
Yes.
Probably.
Look at that
Yeah,
handsome devil.
That's a great issue.
98. But what about no? That's 97. What about this one?
That whole run right there.
I
Yeah, that's
know.
a good run.
I know it is.
Do you have the next one where they're in the? Oh yeah.
There you go.
I don't have 400 or 401, but I got 402.
Oh, you got the imposter issue. That's a good one.
Actually, I think I have issue 400 already. Madam, we love you. Sorry, but you left.
Do you like
that's
sandwiches?
414.
Nice.
Come in.
I love sandwiches.
415.
He's the imposter.
Come in.
It's me.
Thank you. Brave and the Bold 166. Pick up sticks.
That was my first issue of Brave and the Bold.
Such a great cover, isn't it? Just got the whole
First
damn
appearance
game.
of Nemesis.
You got those
They're
great
beautiful.
8-pager stories in there.
I got this. I needed this one. My Middletons. I'm working on my Middleton Wonder Woman variants. She looks so much like Lady Sif right here. I'm just saying.
That is Lady Sif from here, right?
Lady Sif.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
I
you.
remember that actually was a good run when Wonder Woman was in the Viking place. It was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Issue 37 of Lois Lane.
A marriage issue.
I don't have that one. Nice.
Say yes to the dress. I have an extra one, but it's damaged. I can give it to you because I fucking did a tape pull.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Most of mine are like 3-0s. It's good. Ooh.
That's fun.
Michael
1000.
Cho variant. What is it? Night of a
That's
Thousand
great.
Batmans.
1, 2, 3,
Thousand.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only getting 50.
I got 8.
Oh,
$3. Like, fuck yes. I'll
Killer.
get it. For $3.
question. Is it Wildcat's origin or it's
Both of them.
the Blue Boys origin in that one?
I'll get back to you.
Oh,
on
boy.
that. I just got it. Bro.
Oh, nice one. Murphy Anderson.
There's no bad Spectre covers.
I know they're all.
Truth.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. I've got them all.
Number 2.
Oh, she froze. Okay.
Number 2. And then
She froze
your
with
boy-
joy.
That's only 10 issues. It's a pretty easy Silver Age series to finish.
I just never
Nothing,
see
sure.
it in the wild.
For us
I'm
immortals.
Yeah, it's hard to come across.
There's some great Nick Cardy covers. There's Neil Adams covers on it. I mean, it's got all.
I think pretty sure this one's Neil Adams. This last.
I've been looking for 8 for so long to get in good copy.
That's
I
a
think
really cool
one
cover.
maybe Bernie Wrightson. Is it the Spectre? It's either that or another one that I'm thinking of. Did I show these? I showed the Lois Lanes, right? Did I show these?
Just 39.
Okay,
Ooh,
39.
Oh, that's nice.
This is 96.
Oh, they must have been saying the C word.
Yeah. 97. Girls.
Lois Lane, you.
A very beat up copy of 98, but I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I will take it.
Delilah.
Oh yeah. 542 Tech. 579 Tech.
Brayfogle. He's the
I'm in the
man.
middle of surgery.
580 Tech.
I love
Nice.
Brayfogle.
Okay, and then here's my second chunk.
Chong.
I can hear you like chewing out of your mouth, Miracleman.
Sorry.
Chong. Beautiful chong. Lovely chong.
Don't
Eat
judge
your
me.
sunflower seeds or whatever you little raccoon.
Actually, what I got is Dot's home style pretzels with Parmesan garlic.
You're eating
Tell you what,
some kind of finger food.
I'm sorry. This is my new obsession.
You are literally too stupid to insult.
If
I
could
literally
climb
know
inside
because
this bag-
I am that same person. Tacoma sent me this. My friend Tacoma, my little buddy. 18. 2 and 1.
Is that? Oh,
Vision.
still need to find the 29.
I don't got one. Who's on 29?
Oh,
I don't know who's on 29, but that's the second appearance of Spider Woman.
the
The third, she's on the cover.
poker game ever.
I love this cover. I love that outfit when she was in that era.
40 cents.
And I love Beast too. Impossible Man. Issue
I've been
60.
called worse.
This one, all those that I have shown, all of these are from my man with the plan, Mr. Tacoma. He sent me a slab, but I'm not showing it yet because it's not here on next to me. Thing and Rom. I think this is Bill S. Maybe.
It is.
Yeah, and I don't
No,
have
it's
that.
not.
I gotta look for it.
It's Hannigan and Byrne.
That makes sense.
Those are the kind of books that you should really look for these days too, because it's just not going to be made again. The licensing's not going to happen.
No reprints.
Got me a subby, a very nice condition subby.
I do think we're getting a ROM omnibus, though. I'm pretty sure.
A omnibus?
We already got it. It already
Showed
came
this
out.
already. That's from a stupid brother-in-law.
Carmen
Hey,
Infantino.
if your brother-in-law doesn't want it, you can send it my way. I like Star Wars.
The only reason I get Star Wars is because I know he likes it, and he's a big dork. And my sister doesn't know dork. I speak in dork, and so
how does that go?
I got a read on him.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a great cover.
I know, ain't it?
New
Look at the
universe.
game. It's
I
number
just
one.
finished
Number
that
2,
universe.
actually. 2 and 1, 23.
Yep.
I have multiples of those.
2 and 1.
Team up.
Franken. I think it's number 36.
I
Team
believe
up.
these are
My bad.
team
You were
ups,
right.
ma'am.
Excuse me. I meant team up. Yeah, thank you for correcting me.
you're good.
Marvel premiere with Satana.
The killer in that.
And then, okay, here's the last little bit, and I'm gonna be done for my chunkin' bunkin'.
Rob, only Michael does the comedy here. Come on.
He's not
Oh
that
yeah,
That was Michael.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah, but it's
fucking
Canadian brand
loving mother.
comedy, so it's like generic.
He's a dork, but we love
I'm
him.
sitting in Canada right now. Have some
I love him
respect.
so much. I love Canada. Michael, I just have to give a hard time. I don't know. I feel like I need to give him little sister energy. Dallas Cowboys, baby. 1982, like a local, featuring the Dallas Cowboys. And
That's pretty cool.
It's really just.
Is that the leader at the bottom? Because it looks like the leader
Yes, it
wants to
is.
give
Yes,
the
it
leader
is.
some head.
Yes,
It's
it
actually
is.
Jerry
I love a
Jones.
good promotional, and the
Ah,
Dallas
Jerry Jones.
Cowboy, the Dallas Cowgirls, excuse me. They just don't get enough press these days.
But they are going to get some head.
They're gonna somebody
I'm not sure about that.
Mirage Prime Slime number
That's
1.
a cool one.
She's got pert nipples. See that?
We call those headlights.
Pert.
You poke our eyes out.
This is from Tacoma too. My best friend Tacoma sent me this, the special version
Oh, nice.
of Hyde Street. Yeah.
Because of like that Green Lantern.
Oh, you did? That's awesome, Jeff. I love finding promotionals. They're like, that's for me, it's like a challenge. Also for me, finding any of the issues by Atlas Comics that's past issue 1. It's like, look at those pants. That's some Labyrinth pants. That's some David Bowie.
That's wild. That's the Grim Ghost. That's crazy.
That is
Those
a Grim
books-
Ghost a la Labyrinth.
Those books
That
were
goes-
so of their period. Like you can read any other comics from that era, and most of the time make it through without realizing it's from that era. But these, no fucking way.
They're redundant.
That ghost is fabulous.
Where's Lyle? I got you, Lyle. I'm
watching you. Don't you worry. I'm not very far away.
I got you.
You better not say his name unless it's a comic from 1900 or older, though.
It's the final issue of Classics Illustrated.
Oh.
There you go.
African
This had a print run of -10.
Negro Americans.
Yeah, they actually destroyed 10 other comics when they
This
put
is
this one
what
out.
was yours, like a Negro astronaut or something?
Ooh.
This one is
Space Negro.
Yeah, well, this one is very hard to find, and like trying to find some of these earlier publications showing actual African American history is kind of a thing.
Those Classics Illustrated, there was over 5,000 different editions worldwide.
Listen to Lyle, the walking dictionary of the things.
Because if you're looking at them, the HRN number done by Gilberton's called the highest reorder number. That'll tell you if it's a first edition or not.
Where in there is the H?
Well, you'll see it in the indicia. It should tell you HRN, and then whatever the number is, the lowest number.
Or back. I don't know if indicia.
Or you can look on the back and see what the highest number is on there, and that will tell you as well.
Yeah, for the order form for the other books.
This? It's 169. I have 169.
It's the last one.
I told you. Don't tell me, I'll tell you.
It's probably a first printing. Those later ones only had one.
Of course it is. I know because I already looked it up.
Okay.
Assassin.
What's the cover price? Is it 25 cents?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, Lyle's fine. Sir's my old man.
Printed in 1969.
That was a great year.
The year of our Lord. It
I
was
was
a great
10.
year for techniques. Among other things. Okay. All right. That's
Among
all.
other things, yeah.
Thanks for putting up with me. I gotta go. I have a friend here, and
Thank you very much for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming, lady. Love you.
I always
guys.
believe in you.
Love you, lady. Yeah.
Happy
Be safe.
Easter.
I mean, young men. Bye.
So, madam, if you're out there and you're still watching and the chair is filled, feel free to come in anytime. Who wants to go next?
I mean,
I got a
I'm
tiny
ready to
little
go,
stack.
but
I'll take 2 minutes.
let Doc go.
Real quick, I just want to find out because Cliff left home so he could go to Canada, and I know that he was shopping. Did you find
I
him?
wasn't shopping because everything's closed because it's Good Friday because I'm in the most Catholic country I've ever been to in my life.
You know,
Thanks
it's
for
the most
warning
Catholic
me,
country in the world is?
Canadian.
Have
Where
you not
is
been
he?
to Mexico?
Where is he? Is he gone? Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you warn me?
Didn't I warn you?
Yeah, why didn't
Why
you warn
would
me?
we have things open on the day Jesus Christ died?
It's not the day he died. It's Good Friday. It's when he had like a meal with his friends. You jerkwad.
When's
Why
his
didn't you warn me?
Supper.
When did he die then?
Easter?
Today. No.
Yeah, Easter. Yes. Actually,
Oh,
no.
he died on
Easter's
Easter?
resurrection, right? His name was
Easter
Oh, yeah.
resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah. That means he died a week ago.
Yeah, everything's
Not a week
closed
ago.
here too.
Last
Man, look
weekend.
at all these
I'm
heathens here.
just
watching.
finding out now.
No, it's on the third day he rose. Blah blah blah. It's
I
Sunday.
have no idea how that works. Hey, you know what?
The
Kevin,
point
on
is,
our
he's in the
forehead.
most Catholic country I've ever been to.
Wait a second. Are you telling me breaking news? Jesus Christ is dead?
No, he's
Only in
alive in
Canada.
our hearts and our spirits every day, and that's the importance because he is risen.
Hallelujah.
On that
All
note,
right.
who wants to go next?
I got a short stack. I'll go.
All right, Kevin, it is.
I'm not a
It's the
hoarder like the rest of y'all.
Ouch.
Hey, I
say that was
represent that remark.
I call shenanigans on that, sir.
I do too.
I took the time to pull ones to show off, so that's why I have so much. That's the only reason.
I'll show you what I got new this week. So this is Adam 36. I love this cover. Gil
Very
Kane,
nice.
Golden Age Adam. Get out of the glare here. Yay. Here's probably the worst Neil Adams cover of his Raven the Bold run, but it's number 82 with Batman and Aquaman.
It is probably his worst.
Why is Batman's mouth open under the water? He should stop that.
It's
See,
Batman.
I
Why do you
like
even
all
question
the flaws of that
Jesus.
cover. I love it for it. So
He's blowing bubbles.
This is the first issue of Metal Men I've gotten in 2006. It's number 5. Metal Men number 5.
Nice.
Nice one.
Yeah. And Cliff and Rob already saw this, but I got a nice big kid book this week. I got Teen Titans number 1 and 8.5.
Oh, That's a beauty.
Yep.
You're
And not
living
only
the
that,
dream.
it's a banger. It's a banger.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
That's quality, not quantity kind of book.
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Vincent and I were having a discussion a little earlier about he gets uncomfortable when he spends a lot of money on a book, and I'm like, I unfortunately I do, but I try to fool myself, kid myself into I get one book for every 10 that other people get, so I can justify it, but it doesn't work that way. So I figured I wanted to do something different for my show and tell, so I put out the word for suggestions from everybody, most people on this panel. And so I pulled stuff based on their requests. So we'll see if this works. I got them all labeled here. So Ford Lady, she had to leave, unfortunately, but she asked for good girl art. So I pulled my favorite Dave Stevens cover. That's the Airboy cover.
Classic.
That's a great one.
It's a great
It's a great
Only
one.
50 cents.
I'm not a
All
big
right.
good girl art fan, but that one, or Dave Stevens in general, just perfect.
I mean,
You know?
isn't it just like, wow? It's just, you
It's
don't
great.
get better than that. Miracle, you're the expert on this stuff. What do you grade this Dave Stevens cover?
Oh, in terms of his, greatest covers ever,
Yeah,
top 5.
top 5. Yeah, I put it in my top 3.
Yeah, top 5 cover.
Yeah.
That Elvira one's pretty great. That Jungle Comics one is pretty great. The Planet Comics one is pretty great. That's the only reason it's not in the top 3 for me, because I think
your
those
top
3
5
beat
are
it.
different from mine. I like this one. I like Johnny Quest, and I like
Johnny
the
Quest, good.
Cheval Noir number 7. The
Cheval
Cowgirl.
Noir, both the Cheval Noirs are fantastic.
I like the Cowgirl one better, though.
Yeah, the Cowgirl one's really great. Space
All right, I forget-
Dominatrixes is pretty good, though, too. Let's be honest.
Oh, they're all good. I mean, there's not a bad cover in the bunch. Someone put in on Blue Sky put in a request for Fin Fang Foom, and I actually looked at Fin Fang Foom has not been in a lot of comics.
Nope.
Much
No,
fewer
he's-
than I thought.
He had one
I
appearance in the
have-
50s,
one
and
I
then
have
that's like
is-
the second appearance.
Yeah, I've got the 2 Astonishing Tales that Fin Fang Foom appeared in 23
Nice.
and 24, so I pulled this one for that request.
I have that one, but not the issue after where he's on the cover.
Yeah. And I think this is just a reprint from Strange Tales, isn't it? His first appearance.
I'm pretty sure
Yep,
it is.
it was
Yeah.
Big Little Jimenez that was asking.
Yeah, there you go. Michael asked for Nick Hardy and Neil Adams. So I pulled my favorite Nick Hardy cover and my favorite Neil Adams cover that aren't usually in people's favorite covers from Nick Hardy and Neil Adams lists. Make sense? So for Nick Hardy, I pulled that Lash number 2.
That's sweet.
I love this cover. And,
Oh, and
I'm
it's a winter
Western
cover.
nerd, and so it's right up my alley. And Cliff will appreciate this one for Neil Adams. That's not on necessarily everybody's list. My favorite Neil Adams cover is this one. It's Adventure Comics.
Yes.
That's a cool one.
68.
Yes,
That's
you
cool.
scored correctly, sir.
I just
Nice.
love the 3-dimensional spacing on this cover. It's so good. I
Mhm.
mean, you've got middle characters, foreground, background, and then it has that classic monochrome DC cover in the back. It's got everything I love about this era of DC.
Well, good stuff.
That's a deep cut choice.
All right, Miracle asked, he said, show me something unusual that you don't think anyone else in this group has.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if I got it right. Although Lyle worries me a little bit on this one.
Oh, please don't be worried.
But I pulled 2 issues of Pat Boone
Ah.
Fascinating.
Ooh.
with the photo covers.
I mean, that is certainly something I don't think I'm ever going to go after.
Lady Fantastic probably has the full run.
She might. Well, one fun fact about these, it has a lot of art in here by Bob Oxner, believe it or not. So that's one of the reasons I want this stuff, because he's
Very
one of my
cool.
favorite pinup girl artists from that era.
Very nice. That's cool. That scratched the itch. Thank you.
All right.
If you're into cardigan porn, this is your.
I tell
book.
you what. Now, Tacoma was being difficult. Sorry, he's not here, but all he said
And
is,
who's
I
not?
want things. He said, I want things. I said, okay, Tacoma, I got you. So Marvel 2-in-1 number 1. The thing.
The Things.
Yeah,
Multiple
that's a nice
things.
one.
Okay.
Double
How about
fingering it
that?
up.
Man,
That is
dang.
it.
Box.
Yeah, I have that one. That's a great cover.
I
Anytime
don't know what
Man
he
Thing
meant
has
by
people
I want
pushing.
things, but it does have things, so I went with that. All right, Rob was also difficult, and he said, "This is the greatest show and tell ever. Just get something that excites you." So I had to think about this one, and I try to get something that combines two things that I love. I love collecting issues of Showcase, and I love James Bond, so I pulled the Dr. No.
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh, damn.
I love
That
this.
ass, too.
That ass, I tell you what.
I just recently picked that up because I went on a James Bond tear of the movies. I haven't watched them until recently.
Well, there's
I
some
watched
really good ones,
I watched
there's
every
some
single
really
one
awful
back
ones, and there's some
back
good
to
ones.
back to back to back to back, and then I picked that book up.
You'll
I
give
have
yourself
the
a migraine
original.
with that.
I have the original British Pan books on.
Yeah, I was going to say
one.
this was published in the UK first.
Yeah,
an American
that's a
reprint of that.
reprint.
That would be considered like the first American appearance of James Bond, but
That's
he had
correct,
many
yeah.
appearances before then overseas.
Yes.
Right. So it's number 43 for those of you keeping score at home. All right. Somebody, I think a couple of y'all, John asked about, said, hey, everybody loves mutants. Everybody loves X-Men. So let's see an X-Men
More
book.
mutants. Always more mutants.
Always more mutants.
No
So
more
I
mutants.
only picked one, and it combines multiple things that I love. So if y'all follow my channel at all, you know that I love Neil Adams. You know that I love C-list villains. And I haven't talked about this a whole lot, but I also love covers that disrupt the trade dress.
Oh, I
tear it
know
up the
this
trade
cover.
dress. You know
Pharaoh.
what's coming?
Oh, John loves
There
this
it is.
ass.
Yeah, number
Love
50,
it.
Nice.
56 with the living monolith. He's grabbing the logo. It's got everything. So that's
love
what
it.
I went with that.
Sure.
That's satisfying, John.
It's perfection, sir.
Perfection. All right. And then finally, Vinson was the simplest of these. He asked for All-Star Western 10. I said, I don't got it. That book's actually going to be top of my list for Heroes Con this year. So I'll be looking hard for it. But he said, how about 11? So I do have All-Star Western 11, the second appearance of
First
Jonah
full
Hex.
cover.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it.
So that's all I got. Hope everybody's satisfied.
100%.
Excellent. Very, very good.
So who's ready to go next?
I believe it was V.
That's Vic.
Yep. I brought variety. So I was like, some that are personal, some newer, some older, and I probably more than we'll show tonight, but just tell a lot of, we get bored of the whole thing.
Never.
I did get one pickup this week. Funny story with this pickup. Last week was JLGL's birthday. And I was on Google. I'm like, let me find art I just don't see from him very often to use on Blue Sky and be like, hey, look at this nice art. So I found this really cute cover where Superman's reading a comic book to the Super Friends. And I was like, I love this art. And so I just blind bought it on eBay. I was like, okay, as long as it was in decent condition.
The digest.
Didn't really think that much about it until I went to, I got the emails like, oh, your delivery has been delivered. I went out to the front door. It wasn't at the front door. I'm like, what? Comics don't fit in my mailbox, guys. So I'm like, oh no, did they squish it in my mailbox? So I go out to my mailbox, and inside my mailbox is just this tiny envelope because it's a Blue Ribbon digest. And I did not even realize this when I was so this was my one pickup of the week. This cover is amazing. It's tiny, like you get a regular comic next to it, and
You got the Super Friends, or you got the Wonder Twins in there.
yeah. And I'd never seen this cover. I love his art, obviously, and so it's a fun little pickup, but I did not expect it to be so small. Yeah.
Still a nice one.
It's like the size of my hand.
I forgot. I like when I think digest, I think Archie. I kind of skipped over DC being in the digest form, so I just never even dawned on me that it would be in that. So I got some, favorite characters of mine. I'm a big Mike Grell fan. So I love Green Arrow. I love Warlord. Then I have full runs. I have a full run of Iron Man Volume 1. Getting real close to my Hulk full run. So I'm going to start things off with DC first issue special. So we got
Warlord.
Warlord, and this one on the bottom you can see is signed by Mr. Grell. Had him sign that one for me.
Damn lucky.
I also have it in the clamshell. This one 9.2. Always try to get the glare off of that. So I don't have a lot of clamshells. Like I don't even have enough to like worry about putting them in a short box. But I'm very pointed with my slabs, and I just had to have that. And I'm going to start us off with a big one. So I love Warlord. It came out in. I'm going to put on my readers to make sure I get all the months right. So November '75 is when DC first issue special came out. And then number 1 came out in like January '76. So, but before DC bought in on the Warlord as a concept, Mike Grell actually sold the idea for Warlord to a Chicago newspaper called the Chicago Star. I had Mike Grell sign this like 4 years ago, and it was really fun because he was trying to leave and his handler was kind of a jerk, but whatever, that's their job to be a jerk. His handler was like, Mr. Grell is going to lunch, we're not going to come back for the day. But I was like, well, I have this for him to look at. And he stopped his handler and he's like, we're going to wait 10 minutes. I'm going to see this gentleman, but we're going to keep the lines closed. So this is the Chicago Star. It was a newspaper in Chicago.
That's
This
impressive.
came out October '75, so 2 months before first issue special came out. And it was a single page.
Wow.
It's called
That is
Savage
very
Empire.
impressive.
And so you get Deimos, you get who Travis Morgan looks obviously more like Flash Gordon. This is extremely rare. When I had Mr. Grell sign this, he said he hadn't seen a physical copy of this in decades.
Wow.
Where'd you
Yeah.
find that?
I got it on eBay, and it was when I was kind of this. It came up because Mike Grell came up, but I hadn't even heard of it. And then I went and did a Google deep dive. I got this guys. I got this for $10.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
I'll give you 12. I'm kidding. Now I'm kidding.
So, yeah, this is very rare. He actually asked me to scan it and send it to him because he's long lost the artwork.
Wow.
And, this is script number 1. I am on the lookout. In November, they did do a second part. I have it framed.
That's a banger, Rob.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to do it. We're doing it a lot this day, but we're just going to run all the way through with this one.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Oh, look at the little kitty. And he's playing with the tiny little chick. Wait, you're here for comic books, you dumb asshole! It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket.
That's what we call a lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time you play
Ta-da!
that one, I feel like I'm going to have nightmares that night of your face.
It just gets so dark at the end. The short banger, I'm like, yeah, we got this. And then that one, I'm like, oh no.
You like that better than Teen Titans #1?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, Savage Empire. I someday I hope to find the second part, but honestly, I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Well, I'll see what I can find.
I go to Chicago once or twice a year. I never see any of those the old newspaper around. So it's just I just got lucky on eBay, guys. That's just like straight up. It was I can't remember the individual, but at the time I Googled It was somebody's estate that was a massive
yeah.
collector.
Nice.
Kitty time.
Awesome.
It was just they were mass selling their estate, and I got like 4 or 5 items from their listings. But
That's how I found a lot of my stuff, because a lot of the guys are 10, 15 years older than myself. Their families have absolutely no idea what they have.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna jump into my very first comic books. So 1979, this guy named Christopher Reeve was playing some guy that 5-year-old me at the time was completely blown away by. I didn't really get comic books very often. I never got comics. And at Kmart, they had Whitman 3-packs. Throwback to Lyle about the... And
you got Miracleman.
So there was a... so I am one of those... even if I mistreated it as a kid, I have every single comic I've ever had, other than the few that I sold in the 90s when I was desperate, 20-something, trying to make rent. So I don't know the issue numbers offhand because, spoiler guys, Whitmans don't put the issue numbers on it. But it was a 3-pack of Supermans because I was obsessed. So we've got Action
Vinson,
Comics.
you use CLZ, right?
What was that?
You use CLZ?
Yes, I just don't have it. I have it inputted correctly in my database. I just don't have it on the.
Yeah, now we can just take a picture of the cover and it'll populate for us if we don't know the issue number.
Yeah, so I got this one, this one here, and one with Mistleplick and turning the Daily Planet into newspapers. So
Mixie.
This is my very first comics. I've had them obviously ever since. Read like crazy, but still has all still in one piece, not falling
That
apart.
was from 1978, 79, July 79. Issue 496. 496.
Completely correct. Yeah.
That that is astounding.
That's
I
so.
just had to look
I
at my
have some
catalog here.
Whitmans that have the issue numbers on them. Like I have a Brave and the Bold that has the issue number on it, and then like I have some Marvel Whitmans that it's like they're almost indistinguishable from the non-Whitman Marvel in some cases, in some issues. I find the whole thing so confusing. I wish they had stuck with one systemic thing across the board.
I find the Whitmans endearing, but that's also just because I
Whitman,
remember being at Kmart or whatever your retailer was and seeing those, and like I got those Supermans. But guys, let me tell you, I must have pestered and we had no money. My mom was really poor.
Whitman did them. Yeah. Whitman did them between issues 481 and 508.
Wow.
I just remember those spinner racks that they had them on, you know, and I got 2 packs total, but I must have pestered my mom 100 times for these things. You know, like every time I'd race over and try to talk her into it, I only got them like twice. And
cool.
you're always trying to find what that third issue was.
Yeah. I always would peek, and at that time you didn't care about the damage you were doing to the book. You're like,
absolutely.
I need to see what it is.
About that. I have these mostly alphabetical. So next one I have up is Avengers 89. I just read this one digitally this week.
Over.
Part 1 of Kree Scroll.
Love this cover. It's just, I don't know, it just jumps at you.
About 1969, 1970.
It's a great saga too.
Except June of 87, Alan Davis.
Ooh.
Batman Year 2 Part 1.
I don't know why McFarlane didn't get to draw all the covers. It just bothers me so much that the first one is a beautiful Alan Davis. Then we switched to 2 McFarlanes, and I'm like,
or they could all be Alan Davis covers.
I would have been fine with that. Although, imagine what that timeline must look like.
Next one, a character that you don't take a cartoon character and put him in the comics. It doesn't work that way, right? We have Batman Harlequin.
That's a nice
Except
one.
for her.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. I wasn't even collecting Batman that much when this came out, but this cover called to me. I was like, I gotta own this thing. So
In the 90s, if it was Alex Ross, we did not question it. We just picked it up.
Yep.
Correct.
next one, a series that I was lucky enough to get on board pretty early. I believe it was on the 4th issue. So I don't have first printing on number 1, but back then they would just reprint it with a slightly different color. And honestly, I'd have to look up what printing this is because I don't remember. But a couple of years ago, I met Jeff Smith. And so we've got Bone.
Nice.
I think
That's
this
cool.
is like the 6th print? 5th print. I don't know. I'd have to look again. It is in my database. I just don't remember. What I love about these is, and I'm going to show the next ones too, is Jeff was like, "Hey, would you mind if I doodle on these?" I'm like I'm going to say no, you know. So he did a little dust mine on this one. I felt like he wanted to be a little more conservative with the first issue, because then he just we started talking about random stuff, and he started getting a little more intricate. So here's number 2. I think this is like a 2nd printing, and he got a little more into it and started drawing Bone, and just having fun with it while we were talking. And the person before me was like a little kid who had the Scholastic version. And so we were just talking. I was talking about how having my own kid read it and just the joy of how it doesn't matter what age you are to enjoy it. And he was really getting into it, so he started drawing more characters with it as we were.
That's cool.
And because he's like, all right, kind of like acknowledging a fan, So we got that one there, and then for number 4, he got Phone Bone.
Nice.
Yeah. Nicest guy. If you ever have a chance to meet Jeff Smith at a con, highly recommend it. Bring him anything, but he's just the nice guy. Oh, and then I did grab number 5 too, just because I like this guy. It really just encapsulates the series really well. Next up for like B-level characters that I love, Monica Rambeau is a
that's a nice
one. Yeah,
I love her.
Honestly, guys, Monica was probably my first comic book crush. So I got a thing.
Good taste.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, you could do worse.
Right.
Yep.
And then
Calypso.
Marvel. I also grabbed this one because I gotta say, guys, Carol Danvers with Kelly with DeConnick, she made a character. I honestly didn't like Carol that much. Like in the original Captain Marvel, she was fine, but DeConnick, she just made Carol awesome. So,
it was just Civil War II that made her look like a fascist, and we just
my God, Civil War II was damaging to any character that
everyone.
Yep.
I feel like that was a writer problem and not a character.
It is a writer problem, but it's
I was gonna say more damaging than Avengers 200.
Yes, possibly, yeah, because she was just the biggest dick ever, and like they only paired her up with Rhodey just to trigger her upon his death, which didn't last.
It was not a good
look.
look.
That came out of Civil War II that I didn't make me vomit was Riri, and then it really harmed her relationship with Kamala. I mean, it was just everything bad from
that
a
could happen.
event. Is Civil War II. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with Secret Wars 2. That level of infuriation.
That's
bad.
All right. My next one is I was obsessed with the Marvel 25th anniversary covers. And I remember begging to do extra chores to buy every cover that I could get my hands on. This one I bought off of the spinner rack.
Oh, good for you.
I liked the Care Bears cartoon. I didn't care about Care Bears as a comic book. I bought this because I love that frame, and I got this one. Peter Porker's another one. Like, I just wanted this comic book.
And it's a newsstand. Oh,
One of the hardest to find of the 25th anniversary books.
Which ones are you still missing, Vincent?
Ewoks.
Ewoks
The
and
cannibals.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, yeah.
Yeah, I
And the
got
only reason
those.
why, if those had been on the spinner rack, I would have begged my grandma for more chores for that 75 cents. They just were out of it. So it's just a matter of availability. Another one for Kevin. I love D-level villains, but I also love D-level heroes. And let me tell you, Paladin is absolutely at the top of that list.
Nice.
I had Jim Shooter sign this,
Nice.
one of his very last convention appearances before he passed away. He was such a character. So I am thankful to say that I was able to tell Jim Shooter that I freaking loved Paladin. And he was taken aback. He's used to having people have him sign certain books. I had him sign Secret Wars, but we talked for 5-10 minutes about how much Paladin was just a fun character. So,
yep. I
And
brought
I'm only
Avengers
up
from the 170s when I met him, so it's same kind of thing. It's like I never see this.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
right
I'm
now
so
we're only on.
glad you guys had such sweet interactions with him, unlike me. And
Wasn't there another title to those Star Comics at the time called Fraggle Rock?
Yep.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have got that one.
Yeah.
Jim Shooter was, you could tell, he's older. He passed when he was in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
He's a big talker. And I just kind of, I don't care. I'm a fan. I massage that ego. I'm like, tell me your stories. It's a good time.
He's got amazing stories. He is great to listen to.
He was. And my wife was with me, and my wife was looking at his letter. He had a binder with his letters, like the Stan Lee and the founding of Valiant. And even my wife was like, that guy was so fun to talk to. Like,
his panels are great.
He was a very flawed man.
Jim Shooter, that was the American writer and editor?
Yes.
Yeah, he died in 2025.
Yes, he did.
It was born.
Yeah, I had him sign a bunch of books in 2024.
Cool.
They created Valiant, one of my favorite companies.
Very cool.
And by the way, Rob, when you want to move on, let me know. I just grabbed a bunch. So next ones I've got is some newer ones. I books that I like, but also made sure to track down the creator to make them sign it. I still need to meet Jeff Lemire. I haven't met him yet, but I had Dustin Nguyen sign Descender #1 for me. If you've never read Descender, is an amazing book, guys.
That's phenomenal.
He'll be at
The
Heroes
sequel
Con,
series
so bring it.
Descender is a little more uneven, but Descender is an amazing book. Highly recommended. Dustin Nguyen's art is amazing in it.
Bring it to Heroes Con.
Next one I've got is I met Kieran Gillen, had him sign.
Yo, shit!
Tacoma would love that.
So the funny story with this one, because I have the Omni of this. I bought Die #1, and guys, I did not like it. The art was pretty. I'm like, I don't like this book. And so I walked up, and there's a long line, and I walk up and I have him sign this, and I'm like, hey, Kieran, I didn't like your book. And he looked at me, he's like looking up at me, he's like, what? And I'm like, I didn't like it. And then I got the Omni, and oh my God, I saw what I was missing, and it's one of my favorite books. I absolutely
Good for you. I'm so glad that you understood how wrong you were.
I did. I gave it another chance, and I was absolutely wrong. I mean,
the old apology.
I did. Stephanie Hahn's artwork is amazing. The storyline's amazing. And he laughed, and then he showed me preview art for. There was a one-off graphic novel that that him and Stephanie Hans did called like We Were Giants or something like that. He actually showed me artwork from it, like before it was even announced. I thought that was pretty cool.
There's just some writers who struggle with monthly periodicals, and they read so much better as when you read the whole trade at once.
For sure.
I'll just do just a couple more real quick. Elf Quest #1, signed by the Pennies.
Oh, nice.
If you've never met them, they are a lovely couple.
And they drew lots of orgies because they were really into orgies.
Yeah, they were
I mean, they're like 80 now, but they were really into orgies back in the day.
Is that
Wendy
true?
let herself be photographed as Red Sonja, and
Sonja.
many a boy
very
was very
true.
happy because of that.
She was a fine looking woman.
Is this orgy
and then
thing like
I've
well
got it.
known?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not a real thing, but yes,
Oh,
they
it
did draw
absolutely
orgies in there, and she had her reasons.
It's documented.
But
Next
their
one I
love
have-
of orgies?
They were freaks.
Okay.
so for the,
It's
for
in
the next
Kevin's
one,
comic journals.
this is I would say this is one of the more underrated books. If you're a Bronze Age fan, this is a book to own. It is fun as hell. Giant size superstars. This is it's a brawl on the ring. This book is so freaking fun. If you don't own this book and you're a fan of the Bronze Age, I cannot recommend this enough. It was a one shot. They were getting used to the annual system when this came out. They hadn't quite figured out how they wanted annuals to work. And it's star-studded. It's the Hulk versus the Thing. It's so much fun. I specifically pulled it out when I was going through the collection just because it's like, it's one of those books where if you've never seen, and I had honestly never really heard much about it, but when I read it like twice. And I was like, this is a book to own. Last one I'm going to do is just...
They just released it as a facsimile, too.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's nice.
Did they?
Yeah, just last year.
Oh.
Last one I'm going to throw up before moving on is I Love G.I. Joe, guys.
21.
Yeah. And you know what? I met Larry Hama a couple years ago. He's like, signatures are whatever. It's like $10 each or whatever. Or if you personalize it, they're free.
Yeah.
Such a cool system. So I paid for the signature and then I was like, and then please personalize it. Because I want to give you money. You changed how I look at comics, right? So G.I. Joe number 21. Of course, we all know the silent issue. Pulled off the spinner rack because I was a spinner rack kid.
Jeez, it looks in great condition considering that.
It is probably a 9.0.
Wow.
He was actually remarking on that too when he was signing it. He's like, it looks like you barely read it. And I'm like, no, I read it over and over. I just treated this thing like it was made.
Ben, look behind you. There's a ghost trying to come in and take it.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
Well, I can't top that now, guys. So I got Michael Golden to sign issue 23. I just really like this cover. I actually had Michael Golden sign this in Tokyo. I was there for Star Wars Celebration, and for some reason he was there because he did do Star Wars comics art, and I think he just took that free ride to Japan. I actually don't know, but all I know is he was there, and I took this comic and I put it in my luggage and I brought it to Tokyo to have him sign it. I thought it was great. And then the last one, another frame cover, had Larry Hama sign that one too. So
nice.
There we go. All right. That's
all right.
I got more, but I don't want to hog this up.
We can always come back around. We have plenty to show tonight. We could go all night long. We're not, but we could go all night long.
I'm old.
I mean, so am I. We're all old. Yeah, I was trying to get people. I just didn't have time this week. I was trying to get some younger audience members from TikTok to talk about their collections, but I just didn't get to that this week. Maybe next week or the week after, but I think next week is going to be Wonder Woman. But going next, do we have Miracleman, Michael, or Michael?
I'll go next.
Done and done.
Okay. So I'm going to show you off, first of all, some pickups. We're going to go, I'm going to do a little odd and then maybe a little corn. And then I'm going to show you my show and tell. Now, I'm going to start first. I think everybody has seen over the last few years, I am definitely collecting Dan DeCarlo and Dan Parent comics. And I got a nice little lot here. Here's this is not porn. Number 328 from Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica.
Mature corn.
I just want to say, Rob, you do have that corn button ready, right? Because
it really does. He should.
It's always ready to go.
It should. 325. Yeah. And now here's the big one, gang. The infamous bra and panty cover, issue number 322.
Yay.
Look at that. All right. So, not something you see every day. That, was in your neighborhood grocery store, and little kids bought it. And Scandalous. Now those are classics. I of course got some brand new Dan Parents right here. Check that one out. Look at that. Little store exclusive. That's from Great Wall of Comics. Here's another one. Dan Parent store exclusive. I love Dan Parent and Dan DeCarlo. Parent is really the only person that could take over, in my opinion, for DeCarlo. Stan Goldberg, who was an artist for a significant period of time for Archie, just doesn't do it for me at all. I see his covers, I just pass them right by. Next, let's do a little underground. We'll do a little underground. Got a little underground. Check this out. First of all, close to underground. Jesus Christ. Close to underground. Here is Gay Comics number 8. Look at that. That's the back cover. The front cover is boring as shit. The back cover is this absolute fucking banger of a cover.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bizarro and Bizarro Lane.
Yep. Here is Gay Comics number 12. And then final issue. What's that?
What year are those? The Gay Comics.
You know what? They came out over an exceptionally long period of time, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s.
I think the final issue came out in the 90s.
Damn,
98.
That long.
First issue came out in 1980. So 20 years for them to put out 24 issues or 25 issues. And here's issue 25, final issue right there.
Oh, wow.
Lucky.
Yeah, because I remember it being more of an 80s comics thing, but I wasn't quite sure. So it's good enough.
Yep. Now, check this out. A small press, New Comics. Y'all know New Comics?
What's
Brian
that?
Boland cover.
1980 to 1998.
Yep.
Get lost. That's a beautiful cover. I like that.
Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous?
It's amazing.
Gotta love
All
Boland.
Boland is gorgeous. All
And then
Boland.
here we have some beautiful Crumb black and white comics.
Literally. Yep.
Even more Crumb. This is Eileen. I don't know. This one's Aileen and Bob's Dirty Laundry Comics number 1.
Got it.
And number 2.
Very cool.
Now this isn't really underground, but it's still real small press. It's independent. Quest for Dreams Lost number 1. First story in it is an Eastman and Laird turtle story.
Nice.
This one's actually really hard to find. There's a bunch of Cutie Bunny books out there. This one's Uncle Joe's Commie book featuring Cutie Bunny. If you find the Cutie Bunny books, they are genuinely really fun books. Some of them are super low print runs, but I cannot recommend them enough. If you just like fun, kind of goofy comics, they'll always scratch the itch. Here's one. This isn't really small press, but I'm gonna see if you can even see it. This is Deep Black number 1. And it's real hard to see, but you see the skull there?
No, it looks like Solar Man of the Atom issue 10 to me.
I was thinking the same thing.
This is a Chaos Comics book. Okay. Very hard to find in this kind of condition. They're usually womped because that black cracks instantly as soon as you put something on it. Very easily. Here we go. Now we got some undergrounds. Some real undergrounds here. This is Gory Stories Quarterly number 1. Odd size book, as you can see. These are some, look at the cover. There's some pretty rough stories in this one. You wouldn't find most comics fans wanting to read. But even worse, and according to my very good friend, Ryan, who is an absolute underground comics expert, this guy who did this,
one is?
On this one, I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, wait, right there's a...
It looks almost like Bill Willingham.
It does, actually. It says J. Pound, I think.
Oh, okay.
But that could be a pen name. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
DOA Comics #1. And according to my friend Ryan, this is the most transgressive, messed up comic he's ever read. This guy who did this, he did all the art, he did all the writing. It's a wraparound cover. He says this guy did maybe 120 pages of comics in his whole career. Some more arc from. This is getting a little spicier. Big Ass Comics.
Yeah.
Get that corn on there.
Get that corn on there. A little less naughty. From one of the greatest underground comics creators of all time, the first woman to ever draw Wonder Woman, an absolute legend in the industry that we lost not too long ago. All Girl Thrills #1 from Print Mint Comics. Trina Robbins put this book together. It's all women who worked on this book. This is not as hard to find as All Women Comics, but still pretty high up on the difficult to find list. This one's a little beat up, but you know, for a book like this, when you find it, you grab it.
I got to ride on a bus with her.
Did you really?
In Denver, yeah. It was crazy.
That's fantastic.
Well, we lost Trina Robbins and Ramona Frey
within like 2 years of each other, a year of each other. Real close, yeah.
That comic you showed earlier, Gory Story, the guy's name was John Pound, and he worked with Robert Crumb, and those were from the early 1970s.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we have, these are not really underground, but very small press. Dino Betty #1 from Conquest Comics. That's a Betty Page right there. And Aladdin #0, also from Conquest, also with a Betty Page.
Kind of like that.
You got to be careful, Miracleman. If you do Betty Page comics 3 times in a row, you do summon Aaron Myers.
I'm aware. I am aware. He might just pop up. Like, I'll take that.
Uh-oh, did I freeze or did he?
Hey, everything got so quiet.
Lost the audio for.
We lost Miracleman.
Miracleman.
I think Aaron
we
Myers
lost him.
got him.
Aaron Myers now joining the show.
I was going to say, Rob, you should invite Aaron to a show. Have you ever done that?
I'd love to have him on. I just don't know if he does many in-face appearances on shows. But then again, we have Miracleman here.
He did a podcast recently.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. I need to rewatch that.
Yeah.
Well, since Miracleman is frozen right now, we can go back to him as soon as he comes back. So, Mike Myers, do you want to go next until he just dropped out? So maybe he'll come back in a minute.
Yeah, I'll go. In honor of the champions, Hercules.
Oh, look at that.
Not my Hercules.
Not my Herc. Who is your Hercules then?
The guy with Newton, the centaur.
And Detective Chimp.
Hey, there
He's
you go.
the only Shadow Pack member I don't have the first appearance of.
Because trying to find the first appearance in what is it? It's
Rex the Wonder Dog.
Rex the Wonder Dog #4. Yeah,
Whoa.
It's really impossible to find. I have that in my search history in eBay for if it ever comes up. What it does is $4,000 and shit to your grave.
Yikes.
Yeah, I've seen coverless copies, but I don't want to go there.
Same.
So I'm not showing anything special other than things that are around. So just like the small books that Vin showed,
John Byrne.
got a couple of them. I'm trying to collect all the blue ribbon, and I did get the blue ribbon from the grocery stores, but didn't get all of them. The first appearance of
which
the
ones
Jetsons.
you're missing.
I don't actually know without going to my database.
Okay.
I have over 120,000 comics now.
Well, if you're on my site, just
And
message me what
really
you're looking
hard.
for, and I'll check in my collection.
Yeah, But I'm like Miracleman in the fact that I'm like Squirrel. Like it's hard for me to say focused because I just love comics. I love all comics. So this is the first appearance of the Jetsons. I've been wanting to add that. I got the first appearance of Scooby-Doo and then wanted that one. This is a Chamber of Chills that I just picked up recently. This one is a really nice cover. Jack Kirby's Fighting American.
Ooh. I was literally just looking at these books.
And then another one.
Damn.
That's great.
I got Adventure Comics. I think
Phantom
this.
Zone.
Yeah, the Phantom Zone projector. Batman. Joker appearance.
Have a copy of that in shit tier grade.
I got
Ooh,
another one.
Shit tier. I've never heard of that one. That's awesome.
1.5, 1.8. There's a chunk missing.
I prefer shit tier.
And then, much to Michael Canadian's chagrin, he hates Blackhawk, but I love Blackhawk. That cover is amazing.
Punching out them Nazis. The Helldivers.
And one more older one. And then I always show old comics, but I kind of want to show like what a week in my life looks like. So a Kickstarter came in. Miracleman would know this because he probably has more heroic comics than anybody on this panel, but I don't have a lot. This is a Sparkplug collection, and I got the 2 volumes.
Oh, some corn.
Corn.
Yeah,
I know where that plug goes.
Here's a Junk World from Bad Bug.
Too late.
Gotta sneak the corn around the corn sign.
You gotta start
sneaking around the corner.
The sensors are grabbing you.
Octavia.
Corn.
A nice issue of Back Issue, which I love this magazine. Causes me to buy more comics.
And as Elaine would say on Seinfeld, it's not nudity until the nipple shows his first appearance.
Vampirus Camilla. Another Vampirus Camilla. And then, like, a slew of books that just came in.
Brian Bullard, I think. No?
Yep, that was Brian Bullard.
This is a really good one. SHP. Just Brutal. Ignition.
That had the weirdest looking bodies from the J. Scott Campbell. Just stretched like a thorax of a bug.
I have the original of this, but I just have to get the reprint too.
Same.
The facsimiles are great.
Nicer copy.
I have the first few trades of Department of Truth, but I haven't read them yet.
Oh, it's good. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's if you can get people to believe it, you make it real.
Oh, nice.
These aren't in order because I get a DCBS shipment. Comes with like a list of all the books that it comes with.
The Arthur Adams variant, right?
I
Yeah.
was so disappointed with that variant.
I know. I skipped it.
I got the regular A cover, and I really wish I'd gotten the Mora cover. Because the Mora
I
cover.
got the A cover, but I pre-ordered a bunch of them. They'll be shipped to me on the 15th.
That Mora cover with the Spider-Mobile and
Yeah.
No, that's not. You're wrong. Doc Shaner. That's Doc Shaner.
oh, that's Doc Shaner. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love that cover. I was like, I'm like, I should have ordered that one.
That was my pick.
I gotta hope and see it. My Dead Samurai came in because the B cover on issue 6 is now like a $15-20 book.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
Well,
But I'm getting that one in my next shipment because I get them every other week.
Ooh, I like that.
the
cover.
flavor of the week title is that Bizarro one, right?
Oh yeah, Bizarro Year One.
Yeah.
Whitley?
Year
Year
none.
None.
Quickly cover.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how much I like this guy's writing or his storytelling. Like,
It's gotten better.
I'm not crazy about his art because it looks so real, but I love his storytelling. Monsters has really hooked me. Jeff Lemire.
Yay. It's such a good series.
So yeah, that's that. And then there's so much more, but
Do it.
I gave up on Void Rivals. Should I have kept going?
it's my least
It's still
favorite.
partly
of the
Transformers.
books, but I like it still.
I just could not keep focus on it. I just
Same.
There's not too many titles I cut.
Really?
I picked up 3 weeks worth of comics yesterday, and I was really sad because I picked up 9 books, and that was
Damn,
with impulse buying Bizarro Year None because I'd heard it was fun.
Oh, that Inglorious X-Force you just showed is the first appearance of one of the Spider Girls
Oh, really?
from the digital comics. She makes like one panel appearance.
That's good to know.
See, Vincent, this is another reason why I can afford $50 back issues is because he gets 100 new books a week and I get 5.
But Mike's a terrible example. He owns 120,000 comics.
He makes us all look like we just started collecting.
There's no way that Teen
For
Titans.
that, Michael, I thank you.
There's no way that Teen Titans #1 was $50, Kevin.
No,
Stop
it wasn't.
I mean, Mike should literally just be Kirby, like sucking in all the comic books.
It's an addiction. I really gotta stop the fire hose at some point.
I just sold 300 long boxes.
I
I
don't
love
know
your
where
story
you find
about
the
that,
time to
Lyle.
read all of them. I mean, I struggle to read. I get like 12 books
This
a month.
is
and
this
I
is
struggle.
really good. It's by a hacker anti-hacker company. I talked to these guys at a convention, and it's really good. That's the McFarlane cover, which I am a McFarlane fan. I buy all of his books. I don't know why these have become hot because the story is really good, but
It's
seems
the
like
artist, it's Dan Quintana that did the art on that
Seems
variant
like
cover,
the-
and that's why people are paying what they're
it
paying.
seems like the covers are drawing people in more than where the story is really, really good.
At this point, if you see Dan Quintana doing a book, you should probably just pick it up.
I started getting the Fantagraphics Disney
right
books again too.
Nice. You know, that EC revival from Oni, I had so much hope for it. There's been some really good books to come out of it, but I feel like they oversaturated the market too quickly.
I think
I couldn't keep up. I stopped.
Yeah,
they do come up with some really nice covers, though.
they do.
Amazing
do.
covers.
But it would
They
be
have
like
that-
saying just what they're doing right now with Lobo. Hey, you like Lobo? Here's 5 more books of Lobo. I don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
There's
got one
something-
more stack, but I can hold off on. But that was just my DCBS box that came in, and I got an unusual bagged one, which I think Miracleman would appreciate. I don't want to open it live here because it's just black, but it's Rafael Garcia Henchman nude cover,
yeah.
whatever that
Oh,
is.
It's Dan Mendoza did it.
Yeah, there's
Right.
something you're not going to like about that, though. Not all copies, but mine did. When I opened it up, at the very bottom, there was a slight little rip because it looked like whoever was trying to put them in bags, and I saw it happen on like 2 other copies online. But all the first covers have that little indentation that's about the size of my pinky fingernail.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really, for me, it's the content that's inside of a book than the cover. Like, I'm not, there's times I'll even go to my LCS and the guy said they're all damaged. I said, can I look at them? And they have dings on them. And I'm like, well, I just want to read it. And I know it's not going to be worth anything. So I just give it to me and I'll buy it.
So few brand new books are actually worth more than really. I never assume I'm going to get more than cover if I ever were to sell it.
Yeah.
You know, like I usually just
you'll be lucky at cover.
You'll probably take a loss on a lot of these books, but I think on average with all the old books I have, it'll kind of balance itself out. And I go through DCBS for a reason. I mean, I don't know if you can see these discounts, but they're in their 30s. So they're like 30% or higher on the cover price. So I get more because I can. That's it.
All right. So Miracleman, you're ready to come back?
Yeah. So sorry. My internet just literally blew up on me.
Welcome back.
I'm amazed, Miracleman, that you always show some stuff that I have to add to my list. I mean, you're the only person that does that to me. It's like,
you weren't here to hear it, Miracleman, but we joked that you actually displayed a third Betty book and that you summoned Aaron Myers, and that's what
actually it could have happened.
It was the curse.
Next up here, I got Personality Comics presents. I forget what issue number this is. I think it's like 2 or 3, but this is the Tracy Lords issue.
Yes,
the actress Tracy Lords,
the actress, well known for her role in Blade.
Yeah,
who started her career at the age of 16 in Prawn.
And that's actually one of the hardest ones to find. Now, this was my big pickup last weekend. This was the one I was super excited about. It is a very small print run. I think 5,000 total. 1977 from California Comics. Super Bitch #1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first of all, can you see the hair?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the hair down there?
Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out. Whoa.
If you find this on the Bay, you're probably picking it up for 120 to 140 bucks. I got a great deal on it. I got it for less than half that from my underground guy. Really, really happy to get my hands on it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Pretty much. And Tom Scioli earlier. Here's the go. Myth of 8 Opus #1. And
if you find those start at like 20, 30 bucks a piece.
They do. #2. I only got these because I put them to my comic shop want list and they popped up. Here's another one. You will not see it often. I got this a few weeks back. I've been waiting to show it. The same seller had like a super high grade one that went for 3 times what I got this one. This is still pretty decent shape. Fast Willie Jackson #1.
Nice. I got that at Heroes last year.
Nice. It's from Fitzgerald Periodicals, published 1976. It is, yeah. Now we're gonna get into the naughties before I show you I just want to show them off books, my show and tell.
Get that button ready, Rob.
Get that button ready, Rob. You're gonna need it. First up, Guy Coleman's infamous final issue of his series Doll from Ripoff Press. This is about an extremely lifelike love doll and the way people react to her. 8 issues of this. Fantagraphics just did a hardcover, which I ordered as part of their buy one, get one, or 2 for 1 deal, whatever they call it when they give you the gift cards. I got the hardcover coming for me. I'm very excited to read it, but great series. Another one from Ripoff Press, Annie Sprinkle in the Adventures of Mistimed.
Wow.
Look at that. Isn't that fun? And here we go. We have Immoral Angel from the 90s, CPM manga. It was bringing in adult materials from Japan back then, and non-adult, but they're probably best known for the adult ones. Here's one from Carnal Comics.
Great name
Demi's
for porn.
Strange Bedfellows, number 3. Now I
Very
have they're not easy to find. I've already bought the collected editions from Discordia when they were doing them. I'm hearing this is originally published by Carnal Comics. I'm hearing the current owner of Carnal Comics might be working with Discordia, so we might be getting a whole lot more super awesome collections of adult books coming out soon. Here's one, Metal Bikini number 0. What's that?
Wasn't Discordia the first guest we had on our show for artist writer teams?
No, that was a different Discordia, but good memory. This Discordia Publishing, I'd actually like to get him on the show sometime to talk to him. They've done collected editions of Cherry, Justine. They put out new Cherry books from Larry Wells. They did Demi. They did what else did they do? Chandra. They have a whole bunch more coming out. I really love the stuff they're doing. Last issue that I needed, there were 2 of them. Well, maybe I showed the other one already. I needed 2 issues to finish Wally Wood's canon, and here's one of them. It's a little naughty. Here's one for you.
I think that's the issue I need.
Oh, is that really?
Is that a wraparound cover?
You know what? It probably isn't, but we're gonna look real quick anyway. Let me just see.
If it wraps.
Look, it is. No. There is a great Gray Morrow cover on the back, though.
Hey. That is a beautiful cover.
Well, I think I have that book too.
It's a connecting cover.
Yeah, this is Dames Elvis, Daughter of Helvis, which was apparently a low-budget movie.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
B movie.
Now I want to see it.
I know, right? We should watch it and we'll stream it.
Yeah.
We'll do a Mystery Science Theater 3000. The Paddler, number 3 from Friendly Comics. This book is so unknown, I actually had to add it into CLZ manually.
Wow.
Yep.
I've got a very few of those where you you're like, really? This isn't in here? But,
yeah. Right. And last but not least, for before I move on here, we're gonna do. I'm gonna just show you this one last adult book here. This is from Eros and Studio Proteus. So this was back in the 90s when they were importing all the adult materials from Japan, and they were flipping them back around. This is Sexhibition number 1. This is actually a pretty good story.
Yeah, cover that corn.
Cover that corn. All right, let's get it right off the screen. And I will show you. No, I'm just going to show you. There we go. So
I could go grab a Tim Visuals Foss series if you want to see.
I got it. I got it right behind me.
I know you do.
So I was going to show off some gold. I think you've probably seen some of these recently, but I'm pretty sure I haven't showed some of these in a long time. First up, the oldest book I own from December 1941. This is
Holy
Big
shit,
Shot.
Perry's in the channel.
Big Shot Comics. Number 20.
He's a big shot.
That is
featuring
cool.
Skyman. Now, the reason I asked if that was 1 or 2 staples earlier is because from 1941 to 1945, for the war effort, comic publishers were only putting in 1 center staple.
Yeah, and sometimes none.
I don't think I have any. I think I have like 1 single staple book, if I remember right. Here's one. This one's real rough, but bear in mind, I got this for $2. The Marvel Family, number 53.
I love those covers.
How do you not?
I mean, anytime you get any Shazam, Captain Marvel Junior covers, I just love them.
This is Target Comics. I forget what issue it is. Volume 8, number 7. Look at that incredibly racist cover. Look at, he makes him look kind of like a ghoul. Target Comics, didn't have a lot of superheroes. They did a lot of adventurers, but they did have the Target and the Targeteers, which ended up showing up in Project Superpowers many years later. A gift from my very good friend, Mr. Worst, Witches Western Tales number 30, autographed by Jesse Simon from Joe Simon's personal collection, with a Joe Simon and Jack Kirby story of Boys Ranch, right on as the first opening story there, 1954. Feature Comics number 88 with a just fantastic Dollman cover.
Oh man, some of the greatest bondage covers in comics histories with Dollman.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was just the way back then. Quality actually did a ton of bondage covers back in the day.
Yeah.
This is from Hit. This is Hit Comics number 43. You'll recognize Kid Eternity.
Yes.
As he ended up being owned by DC. And we've seen him several times there. Two more Fawcett books. This is Master Comics number 130. This is real late in the run. Again, pretty womped book, but I got it for just a steal of a price.
Nice.
And this is the first Golden Age book I ever bought. Fawcett's Funny Animals number 34, featuring Hoppy the Marvel Bunny.
Very cool.
Now, one of the big things that I've been trying to do, diversifying my collecting when I started going for the Golden Age stuff, is I wanted to get some original Matt Baker stuff.
Yeah.
How do you not want to get Matt Baker, right? So I got a couple books here.
Phantom
Jumbo
Lady.
Comics number 70.
Oh, nice. Sheena?
Now this
Is that
book,
her?
that's her. This book, when I bought it, smelled like kerosene.
Oh no! They stored it in a castle. They stored it in a garage.
It was rough. I was able to get rid of the smell. It took a long time.
Dryer sheets,
and one of those containers with the little beads in it. I put it in a plastic container, sealed it. It drew the scent out, and then I laid it out with the dryer sheets, and eventually it went away.
That works. I mean, sometimes people use kerosene to clean the books, but yeah, I think this is different.
Fight Comics number 55. A little
Oh,
rough.
love that cover though. It's a Jungle Girl. It looks like.
Yep.
Are these some of your rarest ones?
Is that Tiger Girl or?
I think that's Tiger Girl.
Yeah.
No, I've had these for a little while. These are my oldest books. I just went and grabbed the Golden Age to show off. I probably have a couple of more that I didn't grab, but Jungle Comics number 115. So the Jungle Comics and Jumbo Comics are the most affordable books you can get with Matt Baker art. You just have to look, because it's not like they tell you, right? And then he did a ton of Jungle and a ton of Jumbo, but there's a big chunk in the middle that he didn't do any work at all, right? So you really have to watch out for him. But all these are Fiction House books, right? He did a lot of work for Fiction House. I believe I just showed this one recently, but I'll show it again.
I think he was only 38 when he died. Died in 1959.
Yeah, very young. Crime Does Not Pay, number 142, the last pre-code issue.
Wow.
Black Hawk, number 28.
Yay!
Excellent.
And Air Boys. This is a Hillman book. There's two stories in this one. The first story is Air Boy, and the second story is The Heap. Yep. All right. Now, that's it for the gold, but I do have a couple other oddballs I wanted to share before I moved on. And I'll be real quick about them, because I get to pontificating sometimes,
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't think I ever showed this to you guys, but I found this not long ago in a local shop that's slowly dying. And it is by Ken Landgraf. Now, Ken Landgraf's best known for New York City Outlaws. Very difficult.
That's a very difficult book to find.
It is. I think I have 3 of the issues. But this Starfighters is a newspaper-sized comic.
Wow.
From
Not to be confused
1977.
with Kirby's Star.
Right. Right. I mean, it came out right around that time. I think it's 77. It says down here. These are not real easy to come by. Obviously, newsprint, so they age poorly, right? But Landgraph, you can get anything Landgraph, you're in for a good comic.
I have one. I have number 4.
Of Starfighters or New York City Outlaws?
Starfighters. I don't have any
that's
New
great.
York City Outlaws. I wish
I'll
I
show
could.
those next time. I'll show those next time. I got a couple of issues of that. It's amazing. You always find them in the cheap bins because nobody knows what they are. All right. So things I just really wanted to show off. I don't know if I ever showed these when I got them. But, I'm a big fan of Wally Wood's work. And this is Woodwork Gazette number 3, his fanzine.
Yeah. I have some of them.
Here's issue 4. Here's actually issue 1. Don't know why I didn't start with that. I forget which issue this is, but look at that fucking beauty. Here is a Wally Wood portfolio. It's got a whole bunch of his images in there. And then 3 of the Wits End books, which not only had Wally Wood's work, but also other cartoonists that he was friends with, a place for them to do stuff that was outside of the, the main publishers.
What am I looking at there?
That is a elephant's butt.
Oh.
There's Wits End number 10. I figured you'd be familiar. And of all people. And then finally we have, I don't even remember what issue this is. Another issue of Wits End. Now, if you've never seen Wally Wood's stuff, he did a lot of traditional superheroes books, but even more importantly, he did a lot of stuff that was very unusual. He's very well known for his 2-page spread, and I do mean spread, of all the Disney characters banging the hell out of each other. The original art for that, I believe, recently sold for like $50,000. And just an incredible artist. He did do a lot of adult work, and unfortunately later in his life, he died blind and penniless and basically forgotten by the industry that he propped up. Last 3 things I'm going to show here before moving on. I am a big fan of Milo Manara as well. And I've shown off some of his adult work before, but Milo Manara did a lot more than adult work. And Dark Horse several years ago put out these collected editions where you can get some of his really fantastic historical works collected. Now, these are insanely expensive to find now, and I only got the first 2, right? But if you ever find these...
Were they the Dark Horse ones?
Yep.
Yeah. Because I did get a couple of them.
Yeah, they're just the stories are beautiful. They're well written. I mean, it's just, and again, he did a lot of historical work. It's almost all like true historical stories, or at least, somewhat based on truth historical stories. And last but not least, this would be, we'll call this maybe a Top Shelf Friday book.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Greatest Adventures. I can see it. Doom Patrol.
There's your first Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
God damn, hold on. Yeah, that deserves one of these. We're playing the full thing. It's Bagger Alert.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking God. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking God. Look at that book. Look at that book. Jesus.
I like turtles.
Yes. So,
I like turtles.
I got this like the year before the show came out because I was like, if I don't get it now, it's going to get too pricey, and I'm just not going to be able to afford it. And it's a little bit of a rough copy, but
you have it and I don't.
Doom Patrol.
That was a good answer.
The 1987 Doom Patrol by Paul Kupperberg is the book that made me a Doom Patrol fan for the rest of my life. It was a beautiful wraparound cover. I'm almost done with every one of their appearances. I think I need 6 issues. So this might be the characters I finish off this year. This might be the Doom Patrol, but that's it. That's what I brought the show.
Miracleman, I hope you post that on Blue Sky. That's gorgeous.
Excellent.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'm ready for Richie Rich.
Richie Rich.
I wish.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
I wish.
Michael
Okay.
of the North.
So I'm
Richie
buying this.
Rich's first appearance. Let's do it.
Ta-da!
I'm buying this comic book, and this dealer says, this is a big comic. You want to get this, a big comic. And so he hands it to me. I'm going, where is it? And I'm looking all around. Where is it? And it's so small, and it's, oh.
Hey!
Oh, that's a good one.
And I say, hey, that's not fair. I paid a lot of money. I expected a bigger book. He said, okay, I'll make up for it. So he gave me this one instead. It's like, thank you.
Nice.
Good.
Wednesday Comics. I loved when those newspaper ones when they came out.
Yeah, they were fun.
I wish I had.
I just didn't know where to put them.
I love the
Right.
digests.
They fold into a comic book though. They fit in a bag and board.
Oh, what the hell?
They fit, but they stuck up a little bit too high.
Yeah.
All the digests.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
It's like Richie Rich and Archie. Those are the ones that when I envision digests, those are the ones that jump to mind. Like the Scholastic Fair and finding those, at school. But I never saw the DC
Highlight.
They were at the grocery stores, just like the Archies.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
You can't find them anymore, though. That's the problem.
No.
If you go into a bookstore, Archie Digest, as far as the eye can see, 1 out of every 100 is Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just show a few for the show and tell. This is one of my favorite Neil Adams covers ever.
Beauty.
I know it's not
Sure.
traditionally people's pick, but I like it.
What's the,
Talia.
It's cool.
Got the man bat.
what's that graded at, Mike?
It's only graded at 7.5.
Oh, wow. Geez.
That's a solid
Better than a
grade.
kick in the bag.
Not shit here.
That's a good grading.
Another one that's near and dear to my heart because I love like X-Men run, John Byrne and Chris Claremont.
Yes.
Even though it's not a John Byrne cover, it's the
It's a
first John Byrne.
Cockrum, right?
And right from the start,
Love
his
it.
art
Love
was
it.
so amazing, so amazing. I loved it so much.
Great cover.
And I'll end on my 2 biggest books ever. My 2 biggest splurges.
Oh, there you go.
But I feel good because like people buy like 100 books, and so like I figure if I only pay $100 for a book, like it works out. That's how I justify this.
That's my rationale. See, yeah.
And then I can't afford the first Richie Rich yet, but this is to me the second best. It's his first cover appearance.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a banger alert. Come on.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
Getting a lot of them tonight.
Yeah, so this is those 2 Uncle
That's
Scrooge.
a
Richie
pretty good looking Richie Rich for his first cover appearance because there's a lot of his earliest appearances. I think the artwork for him is just atrocious. This one actually is solid.
Yeah,
he'd be like a floating head on a cover.
Yeah, I mean the other one that I really do love is Richie Rich number 1. He's floating in the pool. It's a nice yellow cover, but that's actually more desirable and more expensive than that one, even though this one came out earlier. But but that'd be the other big one I'd ever buy. Though his first appearance is in Little Dot. I think number 3. Somebody can correct me.
Something
I
like
think
that. Yeah, it's an early little dot. Yeah.
And it's not on the cover, so I don't get as excited over it, even though it's very expensive. But it's I'd rather Richie Rich number 1. That'd be my next big Richie Rich I ever buy. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. I wanted to keep it quick. I know we're getting into 2 hours.
You came close.
Oh, we're already past 2 hours, and we're still going to circle back. And I still got the top 5. But I'll ask this question. I got a lot of books over the last couple days. At the comic shop, I got a bunch of Thors from the Bronze Age and Silver, but I also have back here, as you can see, a huge stack of Lois Lanes These are all the Superboy, and this is the Thor and Sergeant Rock. Which should I do first?
I mean, I love Lois Lane the most.
Lois Lane. Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
I'll
And I'm
grab-
supposed to ask you about your feminist agenda there.
I have one, and it's secret.
I love that cover.
Let's start with half of the stack because I don't want the camera to have a seizure. All right, let's see what these look like.
Is this your first time seeing them, Rob?
No, I had to bag and board all of them for the last 3 days, and I just finished doing the Lois Lanes 5 minutes into broadcast. Got issue number 19. Number 24. And this is all from the Bill S. collection. Who's Bill S? He's SPY vinyl on Blue Sky. This guy collects a lot of stuff, but he doesn't keep it. He winds up just passing it along to the next collector. He goes, "Hey, Rob, you like this cape stuff, right?" "Yeah." "You want some Lois Lane and Superboy?" Here's my money." Yes, yes, yes. 1,000 times yes.
I need to meet up with him. He's only an hour north of me.
I'm sure he would have a lot of things that you'd go, "Yeah, I want that." I'll start sending it to you. I'm here. I'm already here.
When I met Bill on Twitter, I was really afraid he wasn't going to go to Blue Sky. When he did, I was like, yes. I'm so happy. He's so nice.
There are a lot of people that I didn't know if they'd wind up transitioning over to Blue Sky or not. But all the ones that really didn't want to participate in the Nazi bar all came over.
Funny how that works.
I mean, it gets weird when you're just posting some random comic book and somebody appears there to call us some
That is a
woke
beautiful
agenda.
cover. I love that one.
Oh, yeah. When I put this in CLZ, this is not any kind of key or anything, but this is the one that people pay a little bit more money for.
Yeah, the
But I'm guessing
colors
because-
pop.
Yeah,
colors
white
are just
background.
fantastic.
Superman's birth mom slapping Lois.
I haven't seen it. That was a good
Oh
one.
gosh.
Slap the shit out.
I need that one. That one's great.
Now, this is issue number 59. And during this run, I don't have it in here, but you get the second or third appearance of Bizarro during the Lois Lane run. Looking at this, I'm reminded of the Mood commercial. And if you're watching YouTube a lot, you've absolutely seen those Mood commercials.
Kurt Schaffenberger always put great style on Lois. I love that about him.
Vote for Lois Lane.
It rhymes. Her tag rhymes. I like it.
It does. She can spit a rhyme.
Good writer.
Hey, Taki.
Yeah, good colors on these. Holy cow. They just pop.
We're in pretty nice condition. Some are like 4s, but there's a few of them in here. They're 7s and 8s. Like, this one's a 6.
Pretty.
Very nice.
It's a bit more beat up.
Timothy Chalamet says opera's dead. I don't think.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't win the Oscar.
That's not the only reason. But
Yes,
feel like
I agree.
Among others.
The
Sugar Bowl.
guillotine. Off with his head.
This book was always so wild, man. So hilarious.
I love the Guillotine Titans.
There you go. Yep. That's a
Silver
beauty.
Age greatness up until the end of the run, where it was really just bondage cover after bondage cover, which I'm not complaining about. But it was always wonky Silver Age stories in this book.
Oh God, yeah.
Like
This one
turning
and
Superman into a cat.
Wonky, but extremely entertaining.
Oh yeah, big time.
They actually make me laugh when I read them.
Of
What I
course,
love about that
as they
era is
should.
they don't give a crap about continuity or
No.
Not at
does
all.
this make sense. It's just like we're gonna do stupid stories. You're gonna like it, and guess what? You do like it. You know.
Correct.
It's essentially an Elseworlds title before they came up with the idea of Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that's a good one.
That's a real good one. In her Betty Page.
Other demon in a bottle
Mhm.
story.
Oh, I love that one. That's one of my
Mm.
favorites in the run.
We're getting funky.
The dress
Her
is so
pulling
great.
off the girlfriend off the title. That was Kevin was talking about that before. When you mess with the title, it really elevates. But that one is so next level.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that one's beautiful because you see underneath it. Like it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yep, it's perfect. Now, is that the first page?
Yeah, that's the first page.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's
Because when I
not
first
literal.
found it,
whole
that's the first thing I did.
Is that Neil Adams, guys?
Yeah, he did a lot in this era.
It might be. I don't know. I don't see the signature on the cover.
Nobody else could
But
get that angle.
Usually they do.
Oh, I've never seen that one. That's
Yeah,
great.
Beautiful.
When they're
Superman's
getting into
just-
the racing.
Superman just scratching his head.
Motorcycle.
Which number is that, Rob? I want to look that up to see who did that.
This is 83.
83. Okay.
That does give me Neil Adams vibes.
And I can keep going after this, or I can hit Superboy.
See, that one's my favorite Lois Lane cover. I love that one.
That's a
This
great
one?
one.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should switch it up, do Marvel, and then finish out with Superboy.
I can do that. Because I got so much of this, I don't want to, monopolize all the time here because I still got to do top 5. All right, let's put the Lois Lanes down and grab.
I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Night,
see you,
Cliff.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow Cliff out too. I'm fading a little here.
Good seeing you, John.
Yeah,
Nice
guys.
to see you. Nice to meet you.
Have a great night, gentlemen.
Be well.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good night.
Oh, here comes the kitty. Oh, no. Don't jump on the table again and destroy comics.
Get her.
Again.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I'll have the whole run.
I'm shooting for
Wow.
number 1 of this issue at Heroes. I really. I was always a DC buff, but now that I'm reading this, I love the serial nature of this title.
Yeah, it was good series.
Yeah, because it makes you want to read the next one. Like you read Sergeant Rock, it's very much like here's a story.
One and
Here's
done.
a story. When you read this, it's like a soap opera. I like it. I really like it.
Squarebound.
That's a thick boy.
Yes, it is. These things were in great shape. This one I even put shit. I didn't write it down.
Did
This one
come
is an
from
8.
Bill too?
Yeah, this is all Bill.
Wow.
So this I'd put it like an 8.5. There's the second annual. This one, I didn't write them down. I gotta write them down.
And then the early ones have Kirby art. It's so amazing. I love this title now.
Now I only have a handful of these. I have the annuals, but I only have like 3 issues of Sergeant Fury, and that's about it.
Yeah, I've recently become a fan, and I've gotten about 60 of them now. But I really want number 1. It's expensive.
That one, I tried bidding for it a few years ago, and every time I tried getting it, I'd always lose by like $5 or $10.
It's
Yeah.
so disproportionately
Ooh.
expensive.
This is a popular. This is a very popular cover on.
This is a reprint.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
okay.
the reprint.
Yep. I mean, it looks way too nice, and
Yeah,
it's
it was
too
a
tiny.
bit too shiny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Wait,
And
this
you
is
got a
one.
9.0.
This is basically a 9.0, but it's the facsimile.
Ooh.
We just threw this in there.
Yeah, number 1 is selling
Can
for
you go back? I
$1,900.
want to see the creative team on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jean
Oh,
Paul
Leon.
Leon. Didn't he die recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
And these were from so this Wednesday is the final time I had to go to a physical comic shop to pick up new comic books. So he had all these new Thors that were in, but he didn't have them priced. So when I went in, the old shop I used to go to for my new comic books, to get all these books here, it would have been about 3 times the cost. So when he told me how much everything was, it was like around 200. Like, yeah, I would have expected around $600 or $700 for all these. There are no keys or anything in it. They're just issues I didn't have. And a lot of them are pretty nice shape. Like I have First Wrecker, I have First Mangog, but I love Mangog's story.
I call the first Silver Age Catwoman a key.
Oh, yes, that one is.
Ulick.
Got some Searter. Great looking Kirby cover before he left, because I think this was very close to his final issue.
Those are really fun too.
This one is
I'm coming back.
what?
I just had to step
Oh,
away
yeah.
for a second. Oh, nice.
One of the last issues Kirby did. And I think this is his final cover, because in the next one, it's either Romita or Adams that starts working on it, or both.
That's Neil Adams.
There you go.
180,
Can tell by the
181.
face.
Yeah. So is that.
I mean, not keys, but they look great. And if I'm collecting almost all of the Journey into Mystery with Thor, I might as well get these two.
I'm a full run collector, so I don't give a crap about keys. Honestly, I'll pull them out to show, but you know,
I'm a run collector. You can see my background here. It's not because I like a particular key. I just get them all, or at least all the volume 1 where they begin. Green Lantern is volume 2 because that's Hal Jordan, the first volume. I do not have any Alan Scott. One day, but not today.
Hella covers are always so great. Let's enjoy them.
Demolisher.
I'm getting to the picture frame covers. Some of the Gil Kane ones. Kurt Tag the Keeper. Mangog, you always pick up because that's the one villain or bad guy or whatever you want, monster, evil spirit. He's the one person that Odin fears. It's like, what? Mangog's coming? I got to get the fuck out of here.
I like
Ulick.
Ulick.
Ulick?
Ulick is my guy. That's the one. I just think he looks so good. I
What
have a
strong
statue
soul.
of him too.
I remember
That's-
you look most from the Marvel cards.
It's every time I see his name in print, I just laugh because it's like the silliest name.
Ulick?
Like, yeah, no, I lick, not you lick. It's like ice cream. Yeah.
You lick, I lick, we all lick.
Oh,
And
X-Men.
one random X-Men book that I didn't have because I have most of them, but not all of them yet. One day, but not today. Not probably this decade either. So should I show a few of them? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of like Werner Roth and Drake. What's the artist for early X-Men? Not a big fan of their art style. So like it's okay, but
That and early X-Men is kind of garbage. I mean, as
Yeah.
far as storylines go, you had Jean Grey that was being lusted over by the damn professor.
Is it as bad as the early Daredevil?
Okay, yeah, that might be it.
That's pretty bad.
Go to the top 5, Rob. Go to the top 5.
Hey
Top
guys,
five.
my battery's dying. I'm gonna get kicked off here any second, so I'll talk to you later.
later,
All right,
American.
Yeah.
all right,
Bye guys.
bye. Be safe. Love you. Bye. All right. So I'm going to show the rest of them on a short. So tune in for that maybe Saturday or Monday. But I'm just going to jump right on over the top 5. We're going to just conclude the show out with this. Wow. Barbarian just sold his Silver Age X-Men, just held on to the 94. And Barbarian, I'm about to send to Tacoma all of the X-Men that I got in from the collection that I bought. So he'll need that 94 if you're willing to sell it to him. All right, let me grab the banners for the top 5, and here we go. This is the first week of April 2026, and these are the top 5. The top 5 is based off of my comic collection that you see behind me. Everything is in CLZ. When I hit the value update button, it spits out a list, and these are the ones that went up crazily the most. So let us know if you have any of these in the comments, but we're going to start off with number 5. It's the first appearance of Gideon and Domino, and there's some other guy on the cover. I can't remember who it is. He might have been in a movie or something. In any case, this thing went up $27. It's not a lot, but for a near mint condition copy of a newsstand, you will be paying $430, or at least that's how much somebody got for this week. And Tacoma, in the collection he just got, this was in it. And for what he paid for that collection, he could just keep this book, sell the rest, and he'd still profit. That's number 5. Number 4, we have.
Did he get a newsstand too?
Yeah, he has almost a full run of New Mutants, and they're all newsstands. I mean, good for him.
Considering how many copies are out there of that book, it's really impressive how high it goes for.
It's all because Deadpool is such an iconic character in film. That's why.
Absolutely.
Before them. All right, so a long time ago, back in the bad old days on Twitter, I made a comment where I said that before the movies, you could get this book for about $10 pretty easily. And Rob Liefeld threw a goddamn fit. And the truth of the matter is that, yes, back then in the 90s, in the 2000s, the big book in New Mutants was 87, not 98. And that was the reality. $10 for this book and $50 to $100 for the 87. Then the movie announcement gets made, and then it comes up to about $100, $120, $400, $500. And this is one of the most top graded books on CLZ or on CGC for submissions. There's no more book that had more submissions in the 90s than this book. Not rare at all. Just like this book, there was a ton of them printed, and back in 1988 when this came out on newsstands, it was like 50-50, 50% going to newsstands, 50% going to direct market. So it's not like you really should choose one over the other. It doesn't matter at this point. In any case, a fine condition copy, this little banged up $36. Somebody paid $320 for Amazing Spider-Man number 300, first full appearance of Venom. Made its first full appearance really in $299. That's what Todd McFarlane says, and I'll take that at face value.
You can still get 300. I mean, I know it's a long time ago, but 10 years ago, I replaced my 300 for $20.
And if you go to the right places, like garage sales, you could probably still do that.
Get them for 10.
Is it people who know what they got? They're not going to sell it that way.
Yeah, you have to look for those lapsed collectors. I mean, like right now, anybody that's out there watching this show, if you have an app on your phone for estate sales, put in the keyword comic book, because you might be able to find somebody that, shuffled off this mortal coil this past week, and they might have had a lot of comic books, and some of them might be those books that you saw from Lyle or from Miracleman, like Wings and that Baker stuff, and buck each. You never know. You never know, because
whatever it was.
Yeah, so families, when somebody that's as old as us, and some of us are ancient, especially me. So if I kicked off and I owned this house, and I don't, someone else does, they'd go, I want to sell this house because I can get the equity from it. What are all these comic books here? Get this crap out of here. They're going to step over pennies, or they're going to step over dollars for pennies. So they might not know what any of these comics are worth, and you can take advantage of that.
At least 3 of us here are older than you, Rob.
Yeah, but I've been injured.
Than you, I think.
I think you might be the youngest one that's still here.
I think I might be the oldest. No,
I am.
This group here.
I doubt it.
Lyle's definitely the oldest here.
I'm turning 47 next month.
Oh, I'm way older than that.
Yeah, I think you might be the youngest one here, Rob.
Well, that makes me feel good. Thanks. I'm the youngin' for once. I mean, that used to
Young
be the
fellers.
Well, I
case.
kind of know how old you are, Vin, because you said Superman, so I know I'm older than you.
I'm 52.
I'm 50. I'm going on 57.
I see.
Man,
You
you all
look
look
great for
great.
57, Cliff. Come on, man. That's fantastic.
That's Mike.
Or I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah.
Cliff might
Reading
actually be older
glasses
than I am.
on, guys. Sorry, and it's late. I'm tired.
Mike and I
so
are
good.
probably the same
Mike,
age.
Mike, you look great.
All right, to finish up the top 5, Detective Comics 457 is the first appearance of Leslie Tompkins. You absolutely saw her in Batman the Animated Series during the 1990s because she was there in Crime Alley to help a young Bruce Wayne. And this is where she first started. It's up $68, which meant a few weeks ago somebody was able to get this for about $22. So somebody paid $84, and this is for a very fine minus condition copy. It's a black cover, so good luck trying to find one in nice shape.
It's a crazy shame what they did to her in the story. I mean, not in that
They
story.
turned her into a villain and killed her.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And those black
It was
covers.
terrible what they did here.
Who did that? Willingham? Or
Yeah,
I can't remember who did it.
this? That's a good question because I don't see the artist's name on the cover, and I did not write that down. I'll move along because I know people want to get out of here and go to bed, and I get that.
What?
We've seen it before.
8:30 here.
I know.
So it's dinner time for you all. For me, it's kamikaze time because this is the first appearance of the Haunted Tank 1961 book. GI Combat number 87. It came out in 1961. Yeah, it's up $77, $432. Somebody paid for that on eBay this week. It's not easy to find, but for war comics of the era, this is one of the best covers in Haunted Tank. It's doubtful it'll come to movies because Jeb is a Confederate soldier that is dead and leading his grandson to victory during World War II.
Yeah.
That's number 2. Number 1.
That's such a good cover. Such a good cover.
That cover was awesome. I've never actually seen that one.
Very nice.
At $500, it's not cheap. But if you find it in the wild, I mean, yeah, get it. It's not easy to find. So this is Adventure Comics 381, and this is because of the Supergirl movie. This is the first time she gets ongoing stories in a book dedicated just for her, because she was in Action Comics and she was doing the whole Legion stuff. But here we get a full story. It happens in 1969 in Adventure Comics 381. It's up $93, which meant you could have got this for like $20 a couple weeks ago, and you probably still can. For a fine, very fine copy 7.0, $113 is what somebody just recently paid. And those are the top 5. And just a reminder, all those people out there watching, that this is based off of my 31,000 behind me. And if you're trying to look for any of these because it jumped, whether it's movies or a comic storyline, wait 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, come back to it. It should probably have dropped. If it hasn't, wait 6 months. After 6 months, if that bastard hasn't come down, you might as well just get it because chances are it's not coming down anytime soon. So going around the room, is there anything that you want to promote coming up on your channels or appearances coming up? Michael?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Finn?
Yeah.
I have a video coming out. I have a vid coming out on Sunday, and then the 8th of April and the 11th. You need to watch it because it'll blow your socks off.
His videos are always amazing.
Thank you so much.
They are. There's people that have not heard of Lyle Hopson. This is a guy that collects books all the way back from the 1700s. He has rare stuff. He has knowledge, things that if you aren't out there watching, it's just going to be knowledge that passes into the ether because this is very important stuff as part of our history. This is comic books at the very beginning. So do check out his stuff.
Thank you very much.
But we're going to be back. And we're going to be back soon. How soon are we going to be back? We're going to be back as soon as next week. Let me get to that graphic. Oh, which kind of reminds me, it is getting to be that time. So
way past that time.
way past.
It's 11:30. Do you know where your children are? Hopefully you're out there making them instead of watching the tail end of this. But we'll be back next week. Same back time, same back channel.
Making them?
Hopefully you are making them, or you're making them while you're listening to the dulcet tones of this voice.
Ew.
But we'll be back next week. We love y'all. Read all your comics and collect responsibly, all those things. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.